You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me. They never should have let me buy a tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like Compton. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game. And I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 301. 301. I don't know why it lagged. I don't know why it paused, but I don't know. Maybe it's because we were talking about pause button mixtapes yesterday. And if you guys didn't catch yesterday's episode 300 with DJ Battlecat, the West Coast legend, you guys definitely need to go check that out. Especially all you guys that call yourselves students of hip hop, students of DJing, students of producing. You're definitely going to learn something. He definitely dropped a lot of gems. So definitely go check that out. Check out News with Norby. Check out Marvelous Inc. Now, many of you guys know that I never go live on a Mondays. I just don't. I go usually do Sundays, Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, okay? But today's very, very special. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys up. We're going to go ahead and introduce this very special guest all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, the one and only Louie Thesinger. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man?
Did you like that introduction?
Man, I loved it. It was it's a lot better than the ones I've got, coming up, because I'm still a new artist. So
Right. Well, when I was taking a shower, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was practicing that. So
I like that there's a mirror in the shower. It's different.
Yeah, that was I like to look at myself sometimes, bro. So, but anyway, you're from Fort Worth, my brother. First and foremost, how was the flight coming over here?
I was asleep.
Yeah,
and I had a little drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I actually had a. Sadly enough, I had a family event. My cousin passed away a year ago, and we were very close. So I had an event for her right before I got on the plane. So I had some drinks, but I got to sleep pretty good.
Okay, well, rest in peace to her.
Thank you.
Okay, but how long is that flight? Is it about 2.5?
2.5, yeah. Sometimes almost 3.
The last time I was out there, I went to a Cowboys game. Now, I have to ask you, are you a Cowboys fan?
I am a Cowboys fan.
I'm a Cowboy. Here's my helmet.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. See, that's where me and Smooth became brothers, because when he found that, at first it was a little standoffish.
Right.
But after he goes like, hermano. That's what I told him. Yeah, so but we're good now. How smooth. But other than that, you know what? I wanted to ask you, what brings you guys to Los Angeles?
Meetings, and just trying to figure out, what's next. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things going on in ourselves, but we're just seeing where we can branch out to. You never know. Just build relationships,
Okay, that'll work. And how has the weekend been going for you? If we can go back to a Friday. What did the weekend look like? Any performances? I know you said you attended us.
Actually, it's crazy is and I hate to say it, for the first time in a good couple weeks, almost a month, I had the kiddos straight some days back to back to back. Because the thing is it's, you know, with the being on tour and stuff like that on the road, when I get back, I'm there for like 2 days maybe, and then we're back again. And then plus there's a rehearsal studio in between that, you know, so like getting them to where they stay the night back to back is rare. But that's how my weekend started. I had the boys, and then had some family, you know, time on Saturday, knowing that, you know, that I had to work, you know, Sunday, Memorial Day and stuff like that. So
okay. Have you been paying attention at all to the basketball playoffs?
Nah, man. I wish I they were just, somebody else was just, the Heat's playing tonight, right?
Heat in Boston, Game 7.
Yeah.
Did you know who won?
No, who won?
Okay, let me paint you a picture. The Heat was up 3-0 in the series. You know, it's the best out of 7.
Oh, they could have won the one and over.
Right. Well, what happened was Boston won 3 in a row. So now they were 3-3. So today was Game 7, and the Heat won.
Oh, wow.
After losing 3 straight.
Man. Well, I mean, that'd be really bad if they lost 4 straight. So I'm glad at least that happened for them. You know what I'm saying?
So now they're going to play Denver in the championship. I mean, I don't really care because my Lakers are not there. Who's your team? Do you have one?
I was about to say, that's cool. Go Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go for the home team. You know, like,
okay.
I keep it real. I like basketball, I do, but I'm more like a boxing fan. Like,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. Now, boxing. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Greatest Mexican fighter of all time.
I would have to say, for multiple reasons, Julio Cesar Chavez. Yeah. One of them. I would say because, I mean, every man likes it, doesn't want to admit what's might going to be hard or what may not be accomplished. I mean, he didn't give a damn. He was like, right. Let's fight. You know, back when it didn't matter if your record was imperfect. He slugged it out. He went to fight. That's, you know, that was when it was fun to watch champions. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and just to know history about like that. And then, of course, the people in his family continue boxing and stuff like that.
Now, you said something. You said when it was fun to watch boxing. Yeah. Is it not fun today?
Not as fun, I'll be honest with you. It's funny and fun in its own way, you know, because, you know, I mean, I get it, you know, because I'm an artist. I get social media is a big part of all this. Yes. But, like, you know, some of these boxers need to be reminded, like, maybe you should get off the phone more and get back in the ring. You know? Yes.
Did you watch the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight?
I did.
Could he have continued?
I would have. I'd have got up, man. Hey, I've been in the box with battles bigger than me, not my weight class, you know? I got up.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you answered that because I recently had a ref. They call him Popeye Ref. He's a professional referee. And I had him here. And with all due respect to him, I couldn't really get a straight answer. I said, could he have continued? And all he answered was, have you ever been hit with the body blow?
That's true. That's true, though, because you don't know what really happened. Right. The only reason I feel like it wasn't permanent damages severe is because Ryan was still chilling there for a while. I mean, and if it needs that medical attention, they're going to have, he's a professional athlete. They're going to have it worth some money. They're going to have him sitting down, laying down, get him home, rest him. He got his wind knocked out, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I really can't speak on it because I wasn't the one that got hit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, that's the truth. You know, I think we've all been hit. And everybody's like, why didn't you fight back? Well, I was trying, fool. Like, I don't remember, you know? Like, so I get it, you know?
No, it's all good. But I mean, I drilled the rep. I just said, look, this guy had so many fights, won every fight. He's been hit in the body before, and now it just takes one blow, and that was it.
Yeah.
So that was it. Anyway, I don't want to pick on him. I just thought.
Yeah, no, I love Ryan, man. That's why I want to see. That's why I was glad that, you know, he took that like a champ. Like, he took like this loss as like a big learning thing, experience. I feel. Yeah. And I feel like that's what happens with the De La Hoyas early on in their careers and stuff. Everybody goes through that, but that's what makes them great. And at that point right there, like, yo, is this guy going to say, man, F this and quit, whatever, and just still be Hollywood, or is he gonna say, you know what, they're right, let's get it back to what got me here? And I love that, so it's dope. But
okay, now I mentioned earlier that you're originally from Fort Worth. Did you grow up there? Is that where your family is from?
Yes and no. So my dad was technically back the term that they would use, anchor baby, you know, the one that was born here.
Okay.
So he was one out of 8 siblings and the second to youngest. They're from Jalisco, from Guadalajara. They're actually from Chimaltitan, a very small town. My mom is born and raised in Fort Worth, and so was her mother. Oh, okay. And so I got roots in Texas too. So, and then her mom was her mom's mom was born in Aguascalientes, but see, so it goes back 4 generations. Yeah. So I've got 4 or 5 generations in Texas for sure on my mom's side, but as far as my dad's side, we pretty much just got here, you know.
Okay. And
since the 80s. Yeah.
Now, are you fluent in Spanish?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Now, you know, okay. Looking back at the Selena movie, I know they put that in the movie. They implemented that, you know, that she wasn't Mexican enough to sing Spanish songs, which to me, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was bullshit. Okay. But I get it because growing up in a Mexican home, both of my parents son de Mexico. We weren't allowed as young boys. I'm one of 10. We couldn't speak English at home. We were only told to speak that outside. So I said, okay, cool, whatever. So I understand that, but as you get older, my Spanish got broken, my English got better, you know. So when I saw that, I understood and I could relate to her. But I don't think that people should look at our gente, our people, less than because maybe they're not fluent in, you know, in that language.
No, yeah, and I think that's more of like a Latino pride thing, you know, because you don't see the Germans like yelling at their kids. I hear you, oh, you're not speaking German, you're however they talk, you know, like they're just proud that they're happy and they're living, you know, whatever language they talk. But I mean, for me, for my kids, like I hope, you know, especially with my sons, like I try to speak more Spanish around them, especially with my other family, like to make sure that they have that too, because of course it's good to have something to teach their kids, because, you know, God forbid it becomes, you know, a language that doesn't get spoke out here, you know, and that's coming from somebody that's not fluent in it, you know, because, you know, I was a big Celine fan, you know, I am still, you know, but I do come from an era of the Tejano being a different era, like where a lot of us are 4 generations. I'm half 4 generations in and half, you know, 1 generation in. So it's kind of like for me, I grew up in the streets with all Mexicans and black neighborhoods, like, you know, those different neighborhoods. I went to 12 high schools, so I got to see different environments, you know. So for me, it wasn't always just Mexicano, you know.
Okay, we're gonna talk about those 12 high schools right now, because that's interesting. Because I was always trying to get kicked out of mine, and I couldn't get kicked out. Man, so I want to know how you did it.
I was about to say, how'd you do that? You know, but you know, it's funny. I'll be honest with you, because there was a couple of schools that I tried to do that, and I'm like stuck too. So I guess the system's just built, like, you know, to F you over, not you F it over. Because when I didn't want to move, I did, and whenever I wanted to stay, you know, didn't get a chance.
Yeah. Okay. Now, growing up in a Mexican home, what type of music would your mother or your father play that you can recall as a kid?
Oh man, Sundays easy. All day cleaning was Sundays, you know? Like you're talking about every door open, house sounds like it wasn't Fabuloso back then. It was still like Pine Sol, maybe the cheaper one, you know what I'm saying? And where they spelled Pine Sol with like multiple N's and shit. Like, so Selena all blasting through the house, Garth Brooks blasting through the house, all the way to Mariah Carey's The Boyz II Men's, back to Belle Biv DeVoe, like a lot of that stuff. Like my mom and them big Michael Jackson fans. Like I watched every Michael documentary you could find by the time I was 11 because of my dad. Like to the point where he's watched, no, look, right, son, you ain't watching. He said when he found, so it's weird. Now I think about it right now on the spot, like maybe that's why I'm so like, you know, embedded. I'm trying to like make sure that every little tedious things of like meeting certain people and doing things, maybe that because I saw it in interviews, like why it was lucrative for them. But yeah, my dad and them, like they pushed Michael on me, and a lot of country, hip hop, and you know, Selena. I mean, of course, the Tejano music was big because the quinceañeras growing up, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Introductory, Jay Perez, you know, Gary Hobbs and stuff like that, and all that great music. And yeah, just a mixture, man.
Did you ever think as a youngster you'll ever be involved in music?
Yeah.
So you knew at a young age?
Somehow, some way, I knew it was something. And then when I was 13, I wanted to be a DJ. Like, so it was like different for me. And then I grew up in the b-boy scene too. Like I used to break. I was a halftime dancer for the Cowboys for 3 years. Yeah.
No shit?
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a long story.
Wow.
I hope you got a couple more Coronas.
Yes. You went out there and did windmills for Jerry Jones.
Man, on the cool, I've gotten to meet him multiple times, and that was a surreal time for me because growing up we didn't have money, so going to that stadium, because I worked in the new one, but the one, you know, other one going up there was just kind of something you just didn't even ask about them tickets, you know. Right. So you know, growing up and getting to work and being in those buildings and just it's like surreal, you know.
That's awesome. Did you ever meet any of the players?
Oh yeah, all the time. Christmas banquets. That's how I met Jerry Jones, was because like it wasn't at games or nothing. We met him at Christmas banquets. So like Christmas, November, Thanksgiving, we're up there at the Miller Plaza, and like they'll come the Secret Service and stuff with them and stuff. But it was actually a weird story. I wasn't even gonna get to like meet him or nothing. But the table of dancers. Do you remember the old Papa John's commercial where he's like dancing? Yeah. So the guy that actually CGI'd him, his name's Leon. Shout out to Leon. He was the head guy, and I still believe is one of the directors for the Rhythm and Blues dancers for the Dallas Cowboys. He's actually one of the ones that helped me get the job when I was like 20 years old, you know. And he walked up there and they kind of had a quick combo, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Jerry Jones, dude. I know everybody that loves you and everybody that's pissed off at you at the same time, you know. True.
It's crazy.
crazy. Go
You can
Jay.
just imagine what that guy must fucking go through. When
Hey,
he
I'm gonna
loses.
be honest with you. I think men at that age and that with that much bread, they don't even pay attention to it. That man ain't running his Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he know how to log in. No offense.
You know, every year they come out here to Oxnard, which is about an hour away, and they do their practice out here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I go out there and I support them. I watch. That's my team.
Yeah.
But now, you had mentioned Michael Jackson, so I want to ask you: are you still a fan of Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever watch Leaving Neverland?
Nah, that was with the kids.
Yeah.
No, not really. With like Macaulay Culkin's and all them.
No, not him. There was two of the kids that were accusing him of all this shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to get into that, but I will say this, that one of my daughters, my youngest daughter, she's 27 now, 26, and she loves Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So she asked me one day, Dad, do you recommend that I watch it? And I said, do you like Michael Jackson music? She goes, absolutely. I go, then don't watch it.
Yeah.
I said, because it will ruin it for you. Even though by looking at everything that they presented,
Yeah.
I have to believe it, bro. Because they just have too much.
Yeah, my thing is like this, like, because I bring up the SPN thing all the time, too.
Yeah.
Like, AKA, are you still rocking with them? You know, for somebody that's been down to prison and stuff like that. Honestly, truth is, like, I fuck with the music, but, like, if they did that, then they're pieces of shit for that.
Yeah.
I can't rock with you. But it's also one of those things, I know what it's like to be accused of something, you know?
Yeah.
Not nothing like that, but, you know, like, I ain't
Falsely accused.
falsely accused of some shit like that, but not that kind of jacket. But you know, like, so, you know, but I've had to run into guys in prison like that, and it's not a good meetup, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, growing up as a kid, man, can you paint us a picture? What kind of kid were you, man? Were you the kid
Man.
that listened to your parents?
No, not I wish, but I was a fun kid. I was happy, man. I made, you know, I'm just like every other kid, you know. But like, I was actually like crazy. Sounds crazy, but I was in a gifted and talented program in second grade. I started sixth grade and second grade, so I was doing Pythagorean theorem by like 7. So like, I got into some program from the elementary there. My mom agreed to let me go. I go for a couple years, but believe it or not, it got racial for me. Like in fourth grade, I dealt with like racism with teachers. So telling me certain things. Yeah,
Really?
There wasn't a lot of Mexicanos in the program. Like they made it into there. It was a big test, and I don't know, man. I'm hoping that I did it because I don't remember, but I'm hoping I didn't just pick a bunch of shit. They're like, yo, he's smart, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Because I remember those multiple tests after that, but they picked 2 kids from every grade in all these schools. And after that, man, that's when things, honestly, at around 9 is when things got different for me. My parents split up. They divorced, and they were young too when they had me. When my mom was pregnant, my dad and mom were like 16, 17. Yeah. So
Okay.
9 was a little different. I was still a fun kid, you know what I'm saying? Middle school hits, you know how that goes. You know?
Yeah.
The gang stuff starts coming around, and you know.
Okay. I mean, and if you don't mind speaking a little bit about that, what made you get involved in that lifestyle? Was it just maybe the absence of a father, or was your father still in your life?
My dad was there, but around 9 he just kind of did his own thing. But the truth is like, I mean, you know, the truth is like, even if it is there or if it's just mom there, there's problems you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So you end up running around with a whole bunch of other kids that don't want to be in their situation. So guess who your family becomes?
Yeah.
And guess who you run? And it's not intentional, but you just ran into some other fools from other neighborhood. Now this kid just had your back. Y'all talking about it for the rest of the night, right? Before you know it, it's been 3 years. It's been 5, 7. Now you ain't talking to him. You're talking to other homeboys too, because now he's tatted on your right arm.
Right.
So it's just different, you know. And I had to look back at it like that because my son's about to be 14.
Yeah.
And I wanted to approach it differently because, you know, he's already wearing his homeboys that have been passed through shootings. And these are youngsters.
Yeah.
And it scares me, you know.
Of course.
So going into with fighting fire makes more, you know.
Yeah.
So I had to really regroup. But like, that's how I looked at it. I think that's why I ran to it.
You know, and I'm glad you said that because, see, my mom and my dad, they stayed together, okay? And being in a big family, I could say that I was raised right, but it's like that saying, I chose to do wrong all on my own, you know, but I was raised right, because most people, when they look at children, they'll say, you're usually a reflection of your parents, and that is not true all the time. Yeah. It's not, because my mother and my father were hard workers. You know, when I was younger, I was a lazy ass, bro. I didn't want to do shit. I just wanted to go hang out with the homies. Yeah. And my parents were nothing like that at all. I was a smart kid in school, but I chose not to do anything. And that's just I wanted to get kicked out of school. I wanted to go to another school, but it never happened. So But you brought up two things that you were a b-boy, but I guess that was when you started.
That's happened around I was 15, right? But the reason I got into like tighter, my dad was one in the 80s. So at this point, there's so many problems and so much had happened. That was our bond. He taught me how to windmill.
No shit.
My pops taught me how to windmill with a windbreaker in the living room in Southside Fort Worth. Yeah.
No shit.
And after that, I took it up there. He used to learn he knew how to windmill headspin. And back in the 80s, that was kind of like where it maxed out.
A big thing,
you know, oh, wow. You know, man, hitting. I mean, we were learning so quick. I had air tracks, you know, like the players and stuff like that. Like I was a powerhead. And so he just, you know, it was one of those things. It's like, man, Luke, hey, get the cardboard. Like, for real, popped out the cardboard in the back of my abuelita's house, man, and cook out, man. Everybody's drinking. And before you know it, he'll even put on freestyle music or some real breaks, like some James Brown or something, you know. And, yeah, man, like my pops taught me, man. Yep.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Now, as far as you wanted to be a DJ, I believe you said around 13. Yeah. What inspired that?
Man, I think it was really just music altogether. Like, it sounds really weird, but I was a big kid crazy, Billy kid. Like, we'd wake up and it was like a show, you know, stuff like that. Like, I wanted to be the guy, like, what's up, man? Like, they just woke people up. The guy that, you know, he got on the mic and you heard him. It's like, if it's early, it's like, man, you hear his voice, like something. I don't know. It was just something about wanting to just help people wake up. I don't know. It was just something really weird. I can't explain that part, you know, like. And
did you ever become a DJ?
No, because of course I realized it was a lot more than the word, you know. But nah, I didn't. I started getting into like singing pretty quick. Like I wanted to start singing. I started singing around 12 or 13, like already.
Okay. Now, what motivated you to do that? Was you just at home?
Multiple things. Like, so there was a show called Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
I was the clown. I told you, the funny kid, the goofy kid, whatever. Like, you know, made the girl laugh, but she was always laughing, but she was never. I was never more than the little brother, you know?
Oh, okay. By the way, you know, girls like guys.
I mean, watch this. I figured, of course, when I became a man, it was like it was the opposite of rap. I had to start talking less. I'm like, oh my God. But it was a beautiful thing because it was like, damn. I remember as a kid, that's what sparked it.
Yeah.
I watched the Jamie Foxx show, and he said, he said something about Fancy. It's actually when the West Side Connection pulls up. Actually, it was funny. It's like Mac and them, they pull up, and Dre, and Cuban. He's like, yo, is this you? And Fancy's like, what? No. Jamie's like my little brother. And he's like, oh. He plays the piano one time in the show, singing, and her whole mood changed. And it was something that hit me. She didn't think about it. She said out loud, it's my little brother. And then he plays, and it changed. You're even looking at your little brother a certain way. I wanted that. I was like, man, I want to be able to do that. And I always loved singing, loved doing music. I was, of course, not being funny, like an NSYNC, Backstreet Boys fan as a kid. Like, you know, you're 9, you just, bye. You don't know what you're singing about. You just a Sammy fan growing up. Like, you know, just liked R&B stuff like that. And, of course, Mariah and all them. So it was always kind of like in me. And then at 13, you know, I just started wanting to sing. 14, high school came around, the girls, you know, so it went to like Pretty Ricky, more of like R&B based artists, you know.
Okay. So, ever enter any talent shows?
Nah, I didn't. I wasn't there long enough to go. If you think about it, but I just I did try to go to choir for one time. Shout out to Saginaw High School. She tried to keep me out of trouble, and she was like, long story short, I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be, and she was like, well, if you get in the, you know, choir, you know, what kind of, I was like, man, damn, I'll be there tomorrow. So I went last 3 weeks because I ended up dropping out of high school eventually. Dummy, I went to 12 high schools.
Okay, yeah. You're going to walk me through that eventually, bro. So
yeah.
Finish sharing that story you're sharing. Then I want you to get into how did you end up 12 different high schools?
So what part of what story?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I don't know if you were finished or not.
Nah, but yeah, it's just that's how the music, like, you know, like singing. It got to high school.
Okay, so what happened the first time you got kicked out of high school that you went to another one? Do you remember all the reasons why you went to?
Man, honestly, no, but they were all around the same. Terroristic threat or fights. That was just it, you know. And a lot of them were either gang affiliated or with like staff, like teachers and shit.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. So like, what was the longest you would say you lasted at a high school?
I went to Saginaw longest. I went to Saginaw twice. They let me in there twice. I went there like 5 months the first time. I mean, I went to 12 altogether in the span of like 3 years and like 2 months. It's kind of hard to do, you know, because a JJ. So there's alternative schools, you know. You ever wonder where they go if you get kicked out of that?
Right.
I went to JJ. It's called Juvenile Justice Alternative Education Program.
Okay.
And it's pretty much like you get tickets just for disrupting class, and they let you know why. It's like it's a thing. Like you're already at your wit's end. You mess up from here, you're going to juvenile. Like they're just taking you. Like there's a cop already. Like here, they have like the guys in the room with you with teachers, like security guards. Like it's a thing. You go in through metal detectors. It's from 5th grade all the way to high school, and they categorize them like 12th, 11th, 10th, and 9th. I went there in 11th grade because I got kicked out of alternative school, but I was there the longest. I was there about 8 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, growing up, did you play any musical instruments at all?
Nah, not at all. I kind of started messing with the piano when I got older, but that was it. Not growing up.
Okay, so you drop out of high school. What comes next for Louie?
Honestly, at high school, bro, when I dropped out, I was homeless. I slept at Echo Lake. So with the breakdancing, we had this place called Echo Lake, and it had a pavilion. I had already met Lorenzo, my manager at the time. Like I was a kid at breakdance, but he was young too,
Right.
So, and not being funny, like my grandma would be at his mom's house, and they'd be talking like, "Your son's got to talk to my grandson, like get him out the streets in Vegas, 23." Like what? Like we're all kids, and it was weird, but So here's a weird kicker. I had 2 POs at 15 years old. At 17, Ken was my only PO at the time, and he went to high school with my parents. So he had a relationship with my mom. My dad was more on something like, man, if he wants to act like that, lock his ass up. Fuck it. That's how it was because he was tired too. And
let me ask you something there because I have a son, so I want to learn something from you. I have 2 boys, 2 girls. When your dad's attitude of saying, if he wants to act like that, lock his ass up. Did that make you feel a certain way, or did you feel like, no, I'm doing this to myself? What were you thinking?
It made me feel like shit because I was still in son mode. I wasn't a man yet. So like,
okay.
When you hear that from your father, you're not listening from another father's standpoint. You're listening like, man, that's my pops saying like, I don't give a shit. Like lock him up. Like you don't give a fuck. And it's crazy because like my dad did some overnight junk shit. He never really did it in time, but I know he didn't want that for me.
Of course.
But he knew, like, man, y'all ain't going to be able to control him. And he's going to end up getting himself killed, man. Oh, yeah, So that's what I think it was. But
Right.
Tough love.
Yeah. Did you ever at all, and believe me, I don't like asking these type of questions, but I think people can learn from not only from you, but from me on these experiences. Did you ever at all call out your dad?
Physically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, man.
What sparked that, man?
Oh, I can tell you one time, I was 15, I was living with him, and I went back to the house, and we were already getting into it and arguing, and I kept calling him out. He wouldn't fight me. He said, man, just go, get your ass, go. And I remember calling him out, and I'm like, man, he loves this car more than anything. And I rushed this. It was a Chrysler Sebring convertible. And mind you, I'm really like, man, it's supposed to be mine in a couple years anyway, right? So I rushed it, and I went, bam, to the headlight, busted it all out. I'm bleeding. I ain't tripping on shit because I know what I already wanted. He's coming now. So I turn around. I'm like, I grew up boxing, So yeah. I'm like, oh, man, this is it. So my dad, he goes right there, and I said, I time it. I just wait for him, and I want, wow, uppercut, right? Did nothing to him. So I hit him, and it like pretty much was just like pink. And he tackled me, and I remember he stopped my momentum before even going up and drags me down. Says, you want to fuck up the car? This is for real. I was 15. His cousin saw me. His cousin Oscar. Rest in peace, my dad. I guess the child, CPS can't get him now, but he told me, he said, I love my dad. He said, you want to fuck up the car? Let's do it together. So he picked me up, and he threw me up against the car a lot of times, the door, and we fucked up the door too. So
no shit.
And he made me walk. I went to my ex-girlfriend at the time. I was 15 years old. Her name was Isabel. I remember I walked there, and I was all fucked up, and her mom and him helped clean me up and stuff. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, my pops was wild, man. I love him. I really do. But
yeah,
I learned a lot from him, and for the things he didn't do. I don't spank my kids. Like my oldest, like I swear to you, can ask him to this day. He'll tell you, I've never been spanked by my dad. And the worst thing you could tell him is, I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah,
one time I tried to talk shit to my dad, and I thought my dad was old. And I finally told him, go ahead, do something. And he threw a jab at me, and he chin checked me. I didn't realize that all of a sudden my legs became spaghetti.
Oh, you were dumb.
Yeah, and I was just looking at him like this, and I go, get out of here. Close the door. I was in the restroom. Bro, he knew that he got me, bro.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was the only time he ever did, and I knew never to start. I guess maybe my dad isn't old.
Yeah.
But now, let me ask you this. A serious question. How would you feel if your son did that to you?
I know it's coming, but I'm different with my son because I never put my hands on him.
Yeah.
I don't think he would do it because he has. I hope I can say it like that, but he loves me in a different tone because I never touched him. And it's one of those things where I've gotten in his face and I've told him like straight up, like, man, if you'd have done what you just did right now, and to my dad, you would have been through the wall. What are you doing? Like, what's up? You know,
right.
and I talked to him like, do you think I'm this and that? And you know, it's that, but I hope it won't. But what I would do, I don't think I know for sure I couldn't put my hands on him. You know,
right?
But I think what I would do, if anything, I'd just take the hit and be like, you know what? Hope you liked it, man. Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah. Really quick before I change the channel, my son one day got drunk and he came over here and he called me out. And we had just finished the podcast, so all these guys witnessed it. And I just told him, look, I'm not going to bullshit with you. I know this is what you want. I'm going to go ahead and give you a free shot, but you better knock me out. You better knock it, because if you do knock me out, I'm telling you right now, you better run for your fucking life. You better. Now go ahead. And he walked away. Like, and I was just like, bro, like I went from DEFCON 1 to DEFCON 3 real quick,
shit.
you know. But and that was the end of it. You know?
Hopefully I don't, because we always say we want to keep it count, but I already know, like, because in my head I'm like, man, boy, I gave you them hands because he boxes.
Yes.
You know? So it's like, but yeah.
That's dope. Now let me ask you this: as far as back to the music, the genre of music that you do today is country, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking that, before that, you said you wanted to be a DJ. You said you used to dance for the Dallas Cowboys. Did you ever want to do any other type of music before then?
Yeah. I did R&B music actually for like 12 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. So
yeah.
Walk us through what led you into that direction, bro. Was it a group or?
No, of course. What's funny is I actually did start in a group. I was actually signed to and I won't throw some names out there, but I was signed when I was 18 years old out here. And long story short, well, here's a cool little gem. I had the same management as Becky G in 08. So that's how me and Becky crossed paths. So there's pictures that are floating around the internet now of when she was like 12 and I was 18, and that's what they're from. And so when she shared my video, I think that had a lot to do with the history of her being like, oh my God, it's been a minute. You know, what's up, fool? You know, I was in a group back then in 08, 09. My son was about to be born. And I was told the most Hollywood shit of my life, and I hate to say it like this, but that's what it was. He told me straight up, he goes, Louie, you're not going to be in his life for the first 2 years of his life, you know, but this is a good thing now, you know, going to give him a life you didn't have.
Yeah.
Just wait to go back. I was like, well, I want to go back the week before he was born and stay there a week after for his first days. I was excited to tell him that. You know, we had this new group, like we had a deal on the table, like things were going good.
Yeah.
Like, let me just go give my son a kiss and say, let me go get this money. I'm 18. They picked me up off the streets, dude, like pretty much. You know, like I was still homeless when they found me.
Yeah.
So I had a decision making. I quit music. I wanted my son to know who I was as a father before anybody knew me as an artist. So I went back and I just quit. And Vega was like, look, we could pick up by ourselves. What's up? And I'm like, man, let's go, because I ain't got nothing to do but work at Bargain Depot. And I worked at a mattress spot at 19, you know, so my son's born. I come back, I quit music. They're telling me all these things. You're in breach of contract. You can't do that. I'm like, man, I'm out, you know?
Yeah.
So I ended up going solo artist, releasing a bunch of free music, doing like the local thing, got a cool local buzz going in a couple years, you know, and, you know, which, you know, led to all kind of crazy things. You know, at the time, Leon Bridges, who's a very well-known, you know, artist now, he was my backup singer at the time. So me and Leon go back then, like, and then boom, a year later, I signed to Playing Skills from Dallas, and I was with them for like 5 or 6 years.
Okay, now I know you said you had your son, you left the group, you left the contract. Do you ever look back, and even though you were, you know, in your son's life, do you ever look back and like, man, maybe I should have sacrificed a little bit, or are you happy with your decision?
Oh no, I'm 100% happy, because I control the narrative now. Like, I'm not signing no label. Like, it's nobody. I don't gotta wait for 5 people to get paid. Like, you know, like when the deposit's sent, my manager sends it to me, you know, and he gets his part and I get mine. Like, it's built how it should be, you know.
Right.
And above all, the biggest part, my kids are happy, healthy, and safe.
That's awesome.
I won.
That's awesome. You know, you had mentioned something that when you dropped out of high school, you you were homeless. Walk us through that, man. What happened? How did you end up there?
The probation officer I told you that knew my mom pretty much gave my mom an ultimatum, and she says that she does admit that she wishes she should have never done it, but he told her if he doesn't go back to school, and he don't want to, kick him out. He told her to kick me out of the house. That's illegal.
Right.
She kicked me out.
And you were underage. You were under 18.
I was 17.
You're 17, yeah.
She said, get out. And I said, where I go? She said, not here. So she said, I got your brothers to worry about. And so she kicked me out. And what's funny is she didn't really admit it. Think about it. And then when I explained it to her, she understood. But when my mom moved out of the hood, I moved with my dad. He was still in another one, you know? So
Right.
my mom, she used to tell people I wanted to move out so bad. I just gave up the house for what I could because I had to get the boys out of there. I didn't want what happened to Lewis to happen. My real name's Lewis. To happen to the boys. And it used to bother me, like, what happened to me? Like, if anything, you should still be helping me, but everybody was just so quick to give up. And my mom admits she wished she should have tried, and, you know, but we all make mistakes with our oldest. And that's why I'm like, so, you know, cause guess what? I went to prison. I left mine. So I messed up already, too. So I can't really hold my mom too heavy on that, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, she kicked me out. And I would go to Echo Lake to go dance, and then also my oldest's mom. We cool, you know. We co-parent as much as possible, you know. We don't really need to communicate much because he's older, but I would sleep in her shed, and her mom would go to work at like 5:30. So at 6, I'd pop in the house and I'd get to shower, and she'd be getting ready for school, and then she'd drop me off like at a park or something on the way to school. But I would go to Echo Lake. That's where we would break dance. So I would stay there till about 7. Everybody break dances. Everybody leaves around 10 or 11, right? I would wait for my ride. Man, everybody left. I went to bed. I slept there, and then my cousin Tank, Daniel. A lot of the fans got to meet Daniel, which is cool. And Daniel used to go break with us, right? And he would pop. And he called my grandma. He's like, "Hey, Louis' phone not working. I was trying to get him a drink while he waits for you. He said you're picking him up." She's like, "I'm not picking him up. He can't go none of these houses. They won't allow him, whatever." It was one of those situations where Tank was just like confused. It's like, "Why are you lying to people, bro? You sleeping outside?" I'm like, "It's embarrassing, fool. I got nowhere to go." You know, my grandma, bless her soul, she took me in so many times, and eventually was like, "Yo, his mom's just not letting me keep him." You know, it wasn't her fault. My mom was just like, "Stop." You know?
Right.
And so Tank finally was just like, "Stop. Nah, you're coming." And his mom took me in, and they took us. I slept at Tank's house for like, both of us drop out, 17 years old, horrible, you know. But one of the moms, they just didn't want us out of the streets. So they gave us $5. I remember $5 a night on the stove, and we'd be out little hoodless, man. $2 in gas, man. That's all we needed. We ate before we left. Raviolis,
You know, if you don't mind me asking, and I ask respectfully because I never like to pry into people's lives, but you had mentioned that you ended up in prison. What was it that landed you there, and how long were you there for?
Speeding tickets. I'm just playing. No, I was there only for a couple years, but I got a 3-year sentence. But they denied me parole twice. First time down, I'm like, damn, what's up, man?
They denied it to you?
They denied me parole twice. So in Texas, in a 3-year sentence, like non-ag or not 3G, you go down after 4 months, you're already up for parole your first one. I got denied. The second time around, they see you a little early. About 10 months later, man, they denied me again. I'm like, y'all gonna make me sit the whole 3? I ain't even that bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I got caught for manufacturing, delivering controlled substance. I used to sell coke. Okay. And then the other one was assault to a household member. It was me and my cousin. So
you were a cocaine technician?
I was a coke technician, I was, a lot of basketball players looked up to Michael. I fucked with Pablo, No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, it was just one of those things like, you just grew up around it. It was there, and it was a way to make money. And, honestly, the addiction too, messing with it, doing it too, man. It was hard to let go of sometimes, man.
So you got high on your own supply?
Man, honestly, man, I had so much yes.
Okay. That was the wisest answer that you can give.
Sips beer.
It's all good. So you ended up doing your full 3 then?
Nah, actually, I made my short way is what they call. It's a little bit past your halfway mark, like 18-month mark, right? But it's like it's good time, work time is what they call it in Texas now. These fools voted back in like the 90s or something. So we don't want to get paid pennies. We want to get good time, work time to work towards our parole. Fool. Look, they control this. We should have just took the money,
Right,
we'll get out when we do. So, so they got me. I got out halfway for like good behavior and work time. So in other words, going to work and not like getting sent home. But
How was it in there for you, man? Was it really different? Had you been locked up before? Or was
I've
this
been
your
locked
first
up
time?
multiple times, but not in prison.
Okay.
I wasn't in prison, but I went through 4 different units. But I was in West Texas most of the time. And then, but yeah, I mean, I try not to talk about it too much, but it's starting to pop out. But I mean, the truth is, I mean, everybody fights in there. That's just what it is.
Okay.
You know, but their stories, like, but shout out to a lot of the guys getting out. They're showing a lot of love, like,
Yeah.
you know. So reading their stories is kind of like, you know, my family, they'll send me, they'll be like, so what's this one about? And it's like about me maybe fighting in there or something, and be like, man, I fuck with him, like, you know, real story, you know, he held his own sometimes. And I'm like, I don't know, they just making up stories now that could kind of know, I don't know, you know, I plead the fifth, but it was different in there, man. You know, it just is what it is, you know. I had to come home and rearrange real quick, you know.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I have a son that he didn't do prison time, but he did a little bit of time just recently. And he gets out, Dad, I'm home like an angel, you know. Mijo, I love you. I miss you. I've been praying for you. All right, Dad, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get ready. I walk out of my room and see him again. Mijo, I miss you. Come here, son. I just missed him, okay? He gets on the damn phone. What's up, fool? I'm 3-0 in the shoe. What's up? And I was like, that's not what I wanted to hear. And
He didn't even walk off. He just on the phone right there.
Yeah, I was just like, damn. I was like, all right, cool, whatever, man.
Oh,
you know?
man.
But yeah, so that's why I asked you, you know, questions about you and your son, etc. But now, walk us through what happens when you get released. What does Louie get into soon as you get out?
Right back to the bullshit, man.
No shit.
Man, what was crazy is, you know, you would think that I had learned it all the way, because that drug took my father, man. So it was like,
Wow.
it was really like me disrespecting his death, but at the same time, it was like, all I could say, you know, to just, you know, to not avoid the question, but to answer, like, smooth, you know, you go to prison for certain things. If you don't tell on nobody, you don't owe nobody money, sadly, it builds you credit.
Yeah.
And people want to fuck with you, and then now when you get out, they're like, man, homeboy did this, man, he held it down, he got out. And now everybody just wants to hand you some shit. So it's like, you know, one of those things, then thought, man, everybody want to work for you again. And then it's more about those that now, because they got a couple people working for them now, and it's like, nah, man, homeboy's here. So this, you know, whatever, you know how that bullshit goes.
Yeah,
I don't like to boast in that life.
Okay.
But that's kind of how it got stuck with me. And music was still, it was there for me, but it was falling away from me. Like, I fell out of love with it, man. I really did.
In there, did you write at all?
Ah, man, hey, this is going to sound crazy. In there, 8 months, I was actually in the band in one of the prisons. I played the keys and sang in the prison in church.
No shit.
I led the band. I was a band director for a while too. Like, some of the guys that have gotten out, like, that were in the band, or actually would go to church and see me play. They've given their testimonies at my concerts.
Like, what were you saying? Like, this is the day.
No, like, I mean, like the traditional ones, but even the he saw the best in me. But, you know, like, just Marvin Sapp gospel records and shit.
Okay. And do you really like that music, or do you just?
Oh, I love it. No, I love it. No, oh my God, yeah. He is mine. All those, yeah. Especially, like, you know, the traditional hymns, but I'm more of like a soul Chris Stapleton like fan, you know. So like with those records, I would rewrite them in there. Like even like Johnny Be Good, we rewrote it to Jesus Be Good. Like we did Born to Be a Simple Man. We did Sinful Man. Like, you know, we just rewrite them, like, and kept the creativity.
That's dope, man.
You know, going.
That's dope. So like for 8 months you did that, kept you busy.
Yeah.
Did you do any writing at all for songs that?
I've got songs that are out right now that I wrote in prison with no melody in a chow hall, mopping it at 3 a.m. One of them's called Piece of Me, and it's more of like a soulful ballad. I only left it on there. It's not country. I only left it on the internet just because people were actually telling me, like, I really like that song. And I was like, there you go. You can have it. I actually wrote it in prison.
Wow. Okay. Now, how long would you say that after you got out of prison that you actually started recording? Whether it was back to the R&B stuff or...
man, days.
Okay.
I met with Vega Lorenzo like the day after I got out of prison, 2 days, and then we're in the studio like 2 days after that, and we worked on a project called The Greatest Story Never Told, and it was pretty much like, you know, just how, honestly, it was an album admitting, yo, this guy had so many opportunities and fucked it up. Hey, check this out, you know? Hey, if anybody almost had a chance more than once, it was this guy, you know? Like, people were looking for, like, once-in-a-lifetime chances, and they're looking at me like, yo, bro, I'm finna just, you know? But no, like, honestly, I just feel like it wasn't my time.
Really?
Well, I mean, because I kept trying to do it in my time. It's God's time, you know?
Okay.
And I think he needed to take time to work on me. And jail had a lot to do with that, like prison for real, but it was getting out and seeing that nothing had changed for other people. And I was just in not a higher position, because you don't want to glorify that life, but in a dumber position, because now you're going to be in more trouble if this shit goes down, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, slowly, but I started saying, Lorenzo knows a lot of these guys that were like tight with me, like my carnals, that like if some shit went down, it was that, you know. These guys I lost them to drugs, man. And I don't mean just death. I mean like on the shit, like calling me, talking about they're in a third dimension. Like, what the fuck? Like, don't call me. This is a Roman call then. If that's the case, like, this is crazy. Can't afford this. So I had to leave everything, man. Like the people, I had to stop doing it, you know. And then I had got into a relationship and I got my karma all in one person. And it was God saying, hey, look, you're willing to let go. Cool, yeah. But remember, you were a cheater. You were a liar. You were a piece of shit, my dude. And because, you know, like, God knows, you know, so you can't, like a part of me wanted to be like, all right, let's try to finesse him and go get a girlfriend and be like, all right, I love her. I'm going to be faithful. Hey, let's not work out. All right, cool. Look, I was faithful to somebody. All right, let me move on in life. Boom. And he's like, now come here. I'm gonna make you really fall in love. And so he did. And not being funny, like he used every temptation in the world. Like I literally fell in love with somebody that I would never wish. Put it this way, they did me so dirty that I still wish no bad on them. Wow. I swear I don't, bro. Because I remember being that person. And the reason I don't wish bad on them is because I feel like if they keep seeing that like I did, you have to like control and finally say like, yo, dude, you're a piece of shit, and you need to chill, bro. All these people should be gone by now. You've already scared half of them away. Yeah. Like, chill. And I wish the best for her, but, like, I went through that. And after that, I was, dude, for real, like a year and a half ago, like almost 2 years ago when it happened, I was in an apartment with no electricity, no food, no money, nothing. And I had one text, and homeboy said, pick it up. I would have been cool, clean for a good 4 weeks straight. Bills paid for the next 3 months, right? I cried for an hour, bro. This is me keeping it real. And I made a video really to really just to motivate other people. Like, look, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go get it, right? My phone dies. Like, it gets bad. Oh shit. I go out to the car. I don't have much gas. I plug it in. I go back inside and the lights are on. I freak out. My phone's working a little bit. I go to my PayPal. My DistroKid money had very little, which was very little, had went through, and my electricity company had swiped it again. And it turned them on. I put that phone down. I didn't make that. I said, man, God just turned on the lights. Because he saw me say no. He saw, and I've never said no. He saw me say no. So after that, it was the easiest thing to ever do was say no. Because he's already given me yes, you know? Yeah. So that's what happened when we was with the karma with her. Like, I really like knew what it was like to trust somebody with everything you have. And I had nothing. And here we are now, you know? Yeah,
okay. Okay, so that happens. You know, thank God you got back on your feet again. You're working with Smooth. From that point on, walk us up to date. What has been going on in Louie's life?
Man, I started doing songs about it. So, like, the first country song that I did, well, there was the two songs about my dad. And then the real country song that I did, the first one that I decided this is what I was going to do, was called I'll Figure It Out, and it was about the situation. And then I did another one, like, mind you, I dropped these on TikTok. TikTok starts going for me. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we hit like 50 million views, like, on my hashtag. And I'm like, yo, I think I started telling Vegas.
What hashtag was that? So we can start using it.
Louie Thesinger. We're about to hit 80 million. So I start telling Vega and them, I'm like, man, I think I got something with this TikTok thing. Like, I'm going live every night. Yeah, it seems like there's only 19 people watching me every night, but I promise you, I think I can grow this. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, man, I'm going live and I'm just singing. And they're like, what the fuck? You don't look like you sound like that. I'm like, well, stay here because I do. So then I would make funny videos. That's when, like, just talking, like, just kind of, man, I wish somebody would make a Dateline, like, whatever, and like some shit. And I start telling him, I'm like, well, I want to test the waters with this. I start telling other people. And this is where it kind of gets, like, even crazier, some behind the scenes. Like, I cut a lot of people off. Lorenzo was one of them. Everybody. I was mad at the world when that person did what she did to me. Yeah. And I felt like people were taking sides. And then I think a lot of people admit that they did. And I shit you not, Lorenzo told me this 2 weeks ago. He goes, can I tell you something that really has been, like, making me, like, feel like, damn, this is crazy. He goes, you told me a year and a half ago you were pissed. I'm tired of all this shit. People talking shit about me online. When I was the one that went through everything, I'm gonna say like I'm cutting everybody off. But I promise you, I'm gonna bust my ass. And a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, maybe a week from now, I don't know. But I'm gonna shift the fuck out of this narrative. And ain't nobody gonna have no saying. And I promise you, the only time y'all gonna come around is when we all making money. And I promise. He said, you called it. He said, damn. Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, he actually told me
He
that.
actually said the one that you did not on the other years. But
Well, yeah, I guess I did call it then. But
he's like, 1 year. 1 year.
so I started doing the meet and greets, and I'm going out of town. Here's the kicker: I don't have bread like that because I stopped selling dope. You know, what I'm saying?
Right.
And music ain't selling at the time. Let's keep it real. So I'm making money, decent, like little bread. I got bills, I got kids. You know, that's got to come first. So I got child support too. You know.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to them, whew, man. So
So the back pay too?
Oh man, dude, hey, because you know you could sign paperwork and they take it off for prison. They wipe that shit, you know. Guess what? I didn't. It wasn't their fault. I went to prison, so I was like, man, we'll work it out. You know, man, they fools came for me. Shout out my baby mamas. Enjoy the vacay. We already talked about it. We're all cool, you know. But man, what the hell was that?
Okay,
My bad.
Let me ask a question. So maybe it'll remind you. So you went from R&B to country. What caused that transition?
Okay, so the very first country song I did was in 2018, right before I went to prison. It was called Glad I'm Home. It was about my dad. It was a song literally coming from his standpoint, saying, and that's what he would say, because he worked on the oil rigs in West Texas and stuff, hard working too.
Yeah.
Like, so I did that one. When I got out of prison, I did one called I Do It Anyway in 2020, 2021. And it wasn't on purpose. It's just what happened is I started getting older. And I just, you know, and then honestly singing R&B songs felt weird to me. Like I wasn't 25 no more. Like, see if you can run it. It wasn't me no more. Like I was just older, man. I'm over here looking at my kids do the wave and shit. I'm like, damn.
Right.
I'm like, I love it.
So it's safe to say, because obviously it's safe to say that you just didn't barely started liking country. You've been liking country.
Man, I'm one of the kids that grew up with the baby pictures on the horse, running around with Garth books, no shirt, cowboy hat, guitar, banging it because I didn't know how to play it, boots and some jean shorts. Like it was that. Like we grew up like my parents' song was "Carrying Your Love with Me." Like
Right.
We grew up heavy. Like even Reba show was like heavily watched in our house. Like like
So the B-boy cowboy.
But man, is that weird, right? They called me the at first it was like the ghetto vaquero, gangster vaquero.
The ghetto vaquero, that shit is hard.
I was like, I fuck with it. I was in corpus and they were yelling it out, the ghetto vaquero. And I looked at my homeboys, I'm like, that's a new one. Cool. Because it's better than, no offense, because I love him, he's cool people, but they always call me Chingo Bling sometimes. I'm like,
shit.
Here we go. They're like, I'm like, this Chingo sings, fool.
Okay, so you were talking about your second song, and
and then I went through the breakup, man, and I couldn't do R&B no more. And honestly, you want the truth though? Like I really just got older. As a Mexicano from Texas, I think we all agree. Like when you get older, you start dressing different. You know, you just the way you're just different. You know, and down there, what happens is when we get older, we put the boots on, we put on the cowboy hat, we put on some jeans, we pick our pants up, we put a belt on. You know, it just becomes that. What happened is I became older, so did the music.
Right.
So now it was just weird. It's like, man, I got older. Like it finally hit me, you know, and so did the music.
If I may ask you something about your relationship at that time, not to harp on it too much, but did this person ever support your musical dreams?
Yes, to support theirs.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was more of the more I do, the more they leech off of it, you know? And the reason I even know that now is because till this day, you know, they still try to use my name just to sell records, and it's kind of hurts, you know? It's kind of like, damn, man, what happened to just dropping a song, like putting out some music, like letting your talent speak? And
let your talent speak for yourself.
Instead of trying to bash people down or like try to like take from people's pockets. Like I got kids, you know, like, you know, don't do stuff like that thinking it's a battle, man. You start a war.
No, you know what? And I'm glad you brought that up, because there are people watching right now that are artists that have gone through a very, very similar situation. and they've gotten into relationships with other people that consider themselves a manager or an artist, and really just a leech off of them. They use them.
And that should have been my red flag, because this person dated the producer, the everything. Not being funny, the producer was actually, I was told he was gay. So that's what was crazy. Yeah, and not being funny, like, come on, boy, let's be real. How dumb could I have been? How dumb? Like, I felt for the oldest one. Yeah. Oh, he's gay. I'm pretty sure. Como que pretty sure. Oh, we pretty sure he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just one of those things where, like, I heard the multiple stories with the promoters, with the managers. It's like, but again, you know, like, I used to be a socio, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I got to give benefit of the doubt. You know, I've done a couple of things for some shows, you know, whatever. I'm just kidding. But that was kind of like what it was. And it was just like, ugh, should have stopped. Should have just jumped out.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's move on. Yeah. So you drop your second song. When you dropped your first song and your second song, what was the reaction? What was the response that you were getting from people? Because now there's people not listening to your R&B music. They're listening to now you as a country singer. What was the response that you were getting?
It was definitely different. Like, honestly, I got a lot of hate in the beginning. Like, what's crazy is, and I'm going to keep it real, because, you know, a lot of people are like, man, finally. There's been plenty of Latinos, and still is till this day, that do country music, right? But they do traditional country music. Like, not being funny, they talk about the same old story, you know. Okay. And I fuck with that, because I listen to it. I'm great voice, great lyrics, cool. I think it was, for me, I got the different reaction because of what I was talking about. So I would drop songs and I would get waves of, like, fans. Like, it would get bigger. Every time I drop a song, it was like more, oh my God. And then so I'm like, damn, I gotta drop. So I would just drop singles. Like, I wrote one called, my mom, she told me, she was like, drop one about girls with brown eyes. Because country's always about girls with blue eyes. So, not being funny, before you know it, I'm speaking for Latinos in the country genre.
Yeah. Because
a lot of things that were happening is Latinos were going to the country genre trying to be accepted, I hate to say it, by the other side. You know? I didn't really give a fuck about any of that. I just wanted to make music, you know? Right. And then I dropped one called Sending Me Back. Man, I caught 4 cases a year and a half ago. With my cousin, they had passed away. We got into some stuff on 7th Street, and I defended her with these 2 guys. They didn't press charges. The state did, because I had already been to prison for a bar fight. My cousin, the assault to a household member. I went to prison for both of those, for the fight and the white. Well, I get these 2 cases. I get pulled over DWI, and they find some other shit in the car. So I had 4 cases pending. I did a song about it called Sending Me Back, and it was me pretty much just saying, I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm about to go back to prison. I apologize. I fucked up. And this was when everything was going good for me. Wow. Like, I was like, man, dude, you fucked it up again, Lou. Like, you really did, bro. Like, I was ashamed. I really did. Like, I was walking with my head down, dude. It tore me up.
Well, you sound like one of those guys that doesn't blame anybody else but owns up to it.
You have to, man.
And I'm thankful for that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know, and I'm going to say, I know plenty of motherfuckers that will blame everybody else but themselves. They'll never, well, you know what, if you want to go ahead and beat up on me and use me as a verbal punching bag, go ahead, but you call me when you're perfect. They'll make up every fucking excuse instead of just fucking on. Just say, bro, I get it. I'm sorry. I get it. Because
what happens too, though, is the other side will be like, man, well, you know what, I admit that. And if they don't, that's fine. You know, I'm good here, you know. But, yeah, I forgot what.
No. So 4 cases. Release that song.
4 cases. Sending Me Back takes off on TikTok. I have the cowboy hat. What happens is, here's the crazy part. My tia, she says she told me, but I don't really remember. But I told her, I remember asking. Oh, it was the time. Long story short, I shot it at my father's gravesite, and my family's there. You know, my family's Puerto Mexicano, so they got a banda there. My tia's drunk playing the fucking like, it's for real, and my son is in the video, and I went there, but I shot the video like if it was a furlough, so to speak, like where they're arresting me right after I'm turning myself in. Yeah. And the video went viral, but I started wording them a certain way, and I would get hate comments, right? But I would respond to the hate comments, all right? And when I would respond with the music video, and people would be like, nah, why are they hating on this fool? This is dope. But here's a kicker. That opened up a whole new lane for me, because I had felons. I had felon mothers, wives, anybody that related on this side of where I'm from. Dude, that song, you know? And I was like, wow, that was crazy. And then I Do It Anyway song, like, it built relationships with these people, a connection and engagement.
Walk us through some of the hate comments that you would be getting.
Man, different shit. Like I put a lowrider in a music video, in a country video. They're like the other day, they're like, country men or something like that don't drive Lolos. And like, it's funny, I reposted him. A lot of people from Texas when jumped in there and like, shit, down here we do. Like man, like we got Lolos posted at the rancho. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know.
Wow. Did you ever get this? You're not white. What are you doing singing country?
Yeah, all the time. I still get that to this day. Like, man, leave that up to the Weddles. And I'm like, shit, man. Hey, all love. You know what I'm saying?
And is
like,
that from our own people or from
all colors? I get hate from all colors. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it sounds bad, but probably the most comments I get hate-wise is from gente, my own people. But the most love I get is from our. But honestly, I don't even like to bring it up like that no more because the fans have grown into white, black, Mexican, Asian, Native American, and I'm here for that. I feel like country music was never supposed to be, you know, for a people, but for the people. Like, you know, like just
because it's music.
Man, it makes you feel good. And like, not to mention, like, if you didn't grow up country, that's what made it fun about listening to some of this shit. It was like, let me into your world. Like, let me hear about it. Like, and if they liked hearing about it, you didn't have to be country to like country music. You know what I'm saying? Not to be funny, like,
right.
Because I did a song called Come and Take It. Like, well, it was Just Be Me. All these, I'll walk you through these songs. I'll give them to you. Like, the Sending Me Back. I want to say after Sending Me Back, there was a couple of like songs, other ones I did, but the one that really sparked was Just Be Me. I had like 65,000 shares on Facebook. It just went, and the music video blew up. So I do like these funny intros and stuff like that. Like I grew up a big 90s fan with the music. So like I bite homies food and run off like in the intro, and then I'm like walking to the Lolo, picking out my teeth, and the song just starts off, I can't help I'm different, can't help I'm not the same. They say love accepts everyone, but I see that's not the case. And it was about doing country music, like I just want to be me, I just want to drink, I just want to smoke, you know, like that's what I want, you know. And what's crazy, I took a lot of hate from family too. My mom told me, because the song says even my mama can't stand the side of my face, but I'll be all right, I'll be okay. And so my mom, man, we had a whole fight, like, you know, I love my mom, you know, but this is the truth. And she told me, she's like, nobody's gonna like this song, it's a stupid song because, you know, what you said, like pretty much saying like the fans are gonna hate you for that, you know, like disrespecting your mom. I'm like, man, well then they're gonna have to, because you told me that. And, you know, she also told me, you're going to reap what you sow, son, every day of my life. And I told her, I said, you were right, mama. Everybody does, you know. It's a part of my story, you know. So it's like, you know, I put that out and it blew. It just went for me, man. And I was,
really?
It was a first, it helped me, it made me become one of the first Latino, if not, I'm the first Latino, but not the first person, it's Tim McGraw and Nelly, first Latino to have the same song on country and hip hop radio, out in Wichita Falls, actually.
Really?
Same song, country and hip hop. They were the last ones to do it, but I'm the first Mexicano.
I wanted to ask you, how does it feel hearing your song on the radio?
Surreal. Honestly, I had songs on the radio when I was younger with Bash. My first single was with Bash when I was like 23, Playing Skills put it out, and like, yeah, man, crazy. Like,
The reason why I asked that is because today's generation of rap, and I'll just keep it there, of rap, is everything Spotify, on all major platforms, on YouTube, and that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
I want to say probably 98% of these rappers will probably never ever hear their song on the radio.
Right.
So I know you're in a totally different genre, but you got to hear one with Bash, and you got to hear another one on country.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm glad you asked that. So check this out. I have a song called Come and Take It that actually like did very well for me, and that was probably one of my last ones that really, that one and I Really Don't Give a Damn. And that song was based out of a radio station out there in Fort Worth. Watch this. A country station DJ posts, who are we not playing that we should be, or whatever. So I posted on Facebook. I shared it, and I said, gente, let them know. Louie Army, do your thing, or something like that. He posts on Facebook, like with laughing emojis. He's like, people are trying to push a hip-hop country act on me. We never play that. It's never been our thing, or whatever. So I reposted that post, and I said, well, y'all got y'all's answer, gente. Thank you, though. You know, appreciate it. They tore him a new one.
Really?
He had to like literally like deactivate his Facebook for some days. And, well, yeah. I mean, you know, and I'm not, mind you, I'm on tour at the time, and they're like, "Did you see this?" And then I'm like, literally they're shoving in-ears in my thing, like, "Louie, run!" Just I'm like, oh shit, boom, and I get off, and they're like, "That guy's pissed." I'm like, man, well, I'm on cloud 9 right now, having a good time, so I'm not worried about that. But I found out, you know, that he had a lot to do with me not getting on the radio because I had the most comments and everything. Like the people answered, you asked, they answered. Right. Well, you clearly made it about. I don't rap in none of my shit like I sing. Like, you know, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Clearly, you didn't go listen to it. 2, if you did, we know what's up, dog. I get it. Like, I don't look like you. I don't want to. you know.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker: now I can't just let the people speak and be quiet. So now I'm finna. They're already saying, "Oh, you got it. You're the voice. You're the voice." That's fine. Well, I'm not gonna take advantage of it. But when they tell me to speak up, I'm finna speak up.
I'm gonna speak up. Yeah.
So I wrote a song called "Come and Take It," and it was pretty much me telling the country program directors and all them, like, bro, I'm taking this shit back. Y'all really don't even exist anymore. I hate to tell you that, because I'm not gonna say it like that, but just 10 years from now, just know radio will not be as lucrative as it is now.
You know what? Is that the video where the guy starts off with the phone call?
Shout out to Mean Mowdy, which was one of the biggest program directors out of the South for a while. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As a matter of fact, on my YouTube community, when I posted up the flyer, I went ahead and posted up that link with that one song. But he was saying something like, you know what, it's not going to work. It's the Mexican kid. You know, I don't know what else.
He says, I get it, prison story, tattoos, but unfortunately, that's not going to cut it. That's not country, right? Because that's the thing. Like, that's why I would go viral, because they didn't like I was talking about prison. They didn't like I was talking. But I was like, man, y'all got all these outlaw country singers. You know what? Let's do some paper checks, man. How many of these fools really been down? How many of these fools actually really all the shit they talking about? Cool. That's fine, because, man, y'all like making fun of these other genres, but guess what? They starting to check paper over there, too, and that's why it gets awkward for some of these people. My thing's like this: I'm not here to show paperwork, not talk about paperwork. Y'all already brought it up. Oh, the guy been from prison. Hey, well then guess what? You already know it, homie. I'm just here to do the music. But guess what? There's only one reason that you stop somebody making music: if you can't control it. Once they realize that they can't control you, you're not a puppet with one of their labels that they run with, and that they get, you know, because there's puro Mexicanos on a lot of these labels, and guess what? They get the opportunities, but they don't get the engagement and the connection with the people that they want. Because let's be real, every country label right now, they're fishing for a Mexicano that sings country. But guess what? I've even been told, like, put it this way, I'm like this: look, if y'all want, go get somebody at 18 and put him through a bunch of shit so he can write about it, go ahead. I didn't enjoy none of it, but I'm saying, like, I'm gonna say it like this: I feel like I'm alone right now. Like, I feel like there's nobody else like me, you know. So with these radio stations, I told them, I was like, you know what, I want there to be, is what I'm saying. That's why I spoke up. I said, you know what, when did country music come with strings outside of fiddles and guitars? Because right now, whoever's pulling strings is pulling hard and trying to tell us who we are, but they can't tell me, because it was like they literally telling us we're not country. Bro, you tell that program director, let's go to the ranch, man, jump on the horse. Oh, you don't know how to saddle it? That's weird. But you run the country station.
Fucking great point right there.
Mm-hmm.
Norby's. Yeah. Go give him one. I'll be drinking mine in a little bit.
Thank you. Oh,
yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I sip slow.
No, it's all good. You know what? Now, do you have a input on your videos? Do you direct your own videos?
Everything, all the way through. Creative director on everything. Like, from ideas. Shout out to KV Films. I don't want to take away from any of his work. Let me just say this: he's one of the dopest guys out of Dallas Fort Worth right now, for sure. Been a friend for a long time. He's actually, I didn't even know this till we did the TV show, but he's been actually following my music since I was like 20. So like, I've been working with him now for a while. KV understands. I'm like, literally, like, I'm gonna walk up and I'm be like, all right, this is a scene, like the goofy stuff, all that. That's all me, man. I'm just But yeah, I'm control freak when it comes on those things. Yeah.
Okay, now I have to ask you a question. Please do not take offense to it. Most rappers do, but some rappers actually confess to it. Do you write all your own stuff?
Oh yes, 100%. I write all my own music.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. Don't get me wrong though. There are times when somebody's in the studio. My engineer Chico, my boy Chris Detroit, other people have been in the studio. Hey, Brody, you should say it like this, or what about this? Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? So there's those things, but no, these stories are mine, man. I think that's why I'm winning with this connection with the fans, because it's who I am, you know.
Right. Okay. And so 2023, what can people expect from Louie Thesinger?
The rest of the year?
Correct.
We just talked about that, really, and honestly, it's up to us right now. Like, and my manager asked me, he was like, yesterday, he was like, do you want to perform every weekend for the rest of the year? He's like, because you can. I could pull it, like, right now. I don't remember what my full answer was, but it was pretty much like, yeah, like let's do it. Yeah, like let's do it. Like, but I really want to work on these videos and stuff. I'm dropping a record with Paul Wall. Hey, go pre-order that right now, guys. Pre-order, pre-save it. Down here, Paul Wall, Louie Thesinger.
And when you say Louie Thesinger with Paul Wall, you're still doing the country, not rapping.
I brought it in my lane. It's more of like a hip hop thing, but it's more. And what's crazy, I'll be honest with you, Paul hit us back and was like, "Yo, hey, bro, I love it. Don't get me wrong." He goes, "But I feel like you came to my lane. You know, like it's smooth." He goes, "I love it. We got an anthem." He goes, "But I want to do some more of this. And I was like, oh shit, bet. But no, it's some country Texas like swing to it, and I'm singing.
Do you ever plan to do any of that in Spanish?
Yeah, I've got some on my country, on Country My Way, the album that I dropped back in December. I dropped it December 7th, my mom's birthday, and it has some of those records actually have Spanish verses on them.
Okay. Yeah. And as far as production, who is your producer, or do you work with various producers?
Various producers. So, for instance, Jake Angel, man, he's super dope. He's from the UK, based out of Nashville now, man. We've built a relationship over the last year now. He's done a lot of the big ones for me, like Just Be Me and stuff like that. I used a lot of other producers from Nashville as well, but Sick With It and Gabe, shout out to them, and they actually produced the Paul Wall record. And recently, man, I'm actually just did a record where I helped produce the music side along with the Chris Perez band. Yeah, so
awesome.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Awesome. So I have to ask you, have you ever performed yet in front of an all-white country crowd?
Yes and no. I can't say yes because there was always mixed technically. So when I performed in Nashville at Americana Fest, there was another group that sadly enough, bro, they were the only other Mexicano group, right?
Really?
Hating on me, dog.
Hated on you?
Man, hey, them fools still hated on me, dog. And you know what's sad? But you already know how there's one of those people, like, when you're in the room, they trying to shake your hands and shit. My thing is like this, I'm not going to call you out if I know what you are. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes me like you. If you disrespect while I'm here, then I'm going to check it. But I'm not going to go out my way because you already said hi to me. Like, you made yourself look dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You done told all these people bad shit about me. You going to shake my hand when you see me. Hey, I ain't tripping. Especially
I
when
get
they're
that all
like,
the time.
oh, they're like, hey, you want a beard? I'm like, yeah. And I look around like, exacto. But it's cool. But yeah, we did that, the Americana Fest, man. And I'll be honest with you, it was like my first time doing a Nashville. We're in Nashville, like a white crowd. I'm like, damn, my pupils are still dilating and shit. I'm like, fuck. So, I'll be honest with you, I'm performing Just Be Me when that other band walked out. And the band that I'm playing with looked at me, I go, and I was like, and I dedicated the last, to them as they walked in. It was pretty.
What was the response of them?
They weren't used to like people beefing in the country world, I guess, like that. He walked in, I was like, I just want to drink. He's all waving at me. I just want to blow my reed. Everybody's like, damn, it's like this food's going off. But it was cool. But the reaction was dope. You know why? So I told everybody, and mind you, I like to assess things almost like a manager, right? Just on some business shit. Everybody that was, like the white crowd was showing us so much love. The older people, oh my God, like older people, the white dudes, like, we're rocking with you. Maybe they just did that because they thought we were violent, or some shit like, hey, let's go be cool with them, in case some shit goes down,
Right.
We're the roughest ones looking in the room, sadly enough. And then it was, when it hit me was like, because everybody was saying how the black Mexican, whatever. It hit me when the bus boy came out the back, the kitchen dude. He was like black and Asian, but tatted all on the God, everything. Right. Hey, was that you? And I was like, damn, watch out. I almost want to say, oh, hell no. What's up?
It wasn't me.
I don't know, fuck him, what's up?
He went out that way.
He's over there, I hope you find, I'll go look for him, But no, he was like, bro, I fuck with that, I rock with it. I'm like, what? For real? I told Chris, he was like, man, it's tight. I go, no, y'all not doing the math? Everybody walked up to us of all ethnicities. These people only got off. We're on to something. And it's when it hit me like, this is a little bit more universal than I thought. But yeah, so I'm excited to play for the all white crowd. I really am. But I don't know. I don't know. I get nervous because it's like, shit.
Have you gotten heckled yet, or booed yet, or shoe thrown at you or anything yet?
Nah. I've had some bullshit happen while I'm like performing and stuff like that. But like, nah, not really. Like, if anything, like, it's the safety thing is real crazy. Like, the footage is crazy from the like, I'm getting pulled like off stages sometimes now. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, and I feel bad because they're women. Some of them are older women, younger women. Like, security don't mean to like, and they have ARs. They swing. So like when they bend over, you're just sitting there over. Homegirl just sitting there like, I really love. I'm like, that's a lawsuit. And I'm in the middle of a song, I'm like sitting there. I'm like, no, hold on. I'm like, so it's just one of those things. Yeah.
Now, I have to ask, as far as the audience, what is the majority of the audience? What is it mostly raza?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So again, I'm only asking for our fans. So raza really embraces country music?
Yeah, they love, man, we love, where I'm from.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, where I'm from, Mexicanos love country music. Like, that was another thing too. My ex, she wasn't from the South. And my other ex, she was from, Texas too, but wasn't from like that part. Right. And it hit me like, well, this one never said nothing, but my other ex, who wasn't from Texas, she was like, man, y'all were just listening to this, and then Mike Jones came on, and I'm like, she was like, nobody flinched. I'm like, yeah, we like country, we like Selena, we like everything down here. Like, it's just a mix,
Right. Okay, I'm gonna be 100. And I told Smooth this. He goes, yeah, he's a country singer with a Mexican flair, and I was like, okay.
He said, "Oh, great, this sounds interesting."
Yeah, so he goes, but give it a shot. And everything that I listen, he don't bring me no bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, he don't bring me no bullshit, and I will never ever play any bullshit for him. I mean, I get people that listen to my music, and no disrespect, but it's just not something that I would pass along.
Correct.
So when he passed it along, I was laying in my bed and I hesitated to play it, and I was like, I'll give it a shot.
Right? It's like, man, I don't listen to country, but I'm finna play it.
Yeah.
It was your way of being like, I don't want to have to tell him no, but I'm gonna fuck it. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what won me over
Okay.
was the intro.
Which one?
The guy was on the phone.
Oh, Mean Mountie. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, even though he acted it well, he made me want like, okay, now I'm gonna fucking listen to it.
Yeah.
Porque me encabronó, it got me upset. Like, why can't he sing country? So now I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
And I passed it along to another friend of mine, and this person liked it as well and said, you know what? I think it's cool.
Yeah, I wrote it out like that for that reason. It's real surreal because I grew up seeing Mean Mountie on TV, and so coaching him on camera and like giving him his lines was really surreal to me. But yeah, no, man, this is all me, man. I from a marketing standpoint, I know because my thing was like this. I wrote the song for that reason because they didn't want to play me on radio because I wasn't country enough, and then also because for the fans, like that they acknowledge having my back, right? And I was like, well, cool. If I want to promote this record and what the song's about, well, let me tell y'all why it happened, And then I reenacted pretty much in my own way of what happened.
Right.
It didn't happen like that.
Was that the last video you dropped?
No, I've dropped at least 4 videos since then. Like, honestly, what happened is when my social media started taking off real heavy about 3 months ago, I ended up dropping like video after like for like every 2 weeks, just like on some like, here y'all go. I got some stuff in the vault until I get back to like a regular schedule program, which is now what we're doing this week with the Paul Wall record.
How long ago was it your first performance, I guess, playing or singing these country songs? How long ago was this?
Technically, I did them at this toy drive event Lorenzo had, a couple of them, but my real you know what? I would say my real performance with like everything really going was a toy drive event for Elite Striping. Shout out to those guys, man. Those guys took a risk on me, and I told them my price, and they gave it to me, and I was like, wow, it was my first sign of like, dude, we're here, and then that was my first one. That was in December. That was just in December.
December?
Yeah.
Wow. And then
I did September right before that. That was when I did Americana Fest. Like, but it was like a little like show, and we were like literally showed up, and like we had fans. Don't get me wrong, we had fans fly out from Denver, Texas, Cali. Like there was a lot of fans flew out.
Yeah.
But it was still small. It was like only 20 girls showed up. But that was beautiful to me. But like it wasn't like what it is now. Like yeah.
Right. Okay. So you perform at this toy drive, and is this with your band?
Well, see, okay, so that's the kicker.
Okay.
I had to get some guys together because I'm new to the genre as far as that goes. Okay. I've always known to pick up a mic and go, Okay. This is different now. Now I gotta, I used to play with a keyboard too at one point, so it's like, I know the game, like he I've done that with them, but I just got some guys together. We kind of figured it out. The city gave me a budget $1,000 for travel just to be a part of this show, and the people that threw the event, they were like, "Yo, we got $1,000 for travel. It's not a paying gig," but then I was like, "Man, we'll take it." So what's funny is the fucking van cost like $900. Like so alone, we were out of there. I'm like, how am I gonna feed all these fools, man? Like damn.
Taco Bell tacos $1, 2 for $1.
Man, you're not lying, but man, shout out to my people, my team. She there's a couple of like people that are part of the staff. They helped me out a lot financially, man. They don't like to be acknowledged, so I won't say their name, but she helped me out a lot, dude. Like there were times where like for real, I'd be like, she would ask you like, do you want to do this meet and greet? And I'm like, I'm not going. I don't have the money. I'll get the flights in the room.
Did you ever feel funny having a meet and greet? Like, because did you ever feel like, why would somebody want to meet me?
All the time. I mean, I think about it till right now. Like when I'm performing and stuff, and when they're singing my songs, like I'm like, why me? Like
no, I see it in you, bro. It's because I shared my story with Smooth, and I told him that when I was 22 and I was signed, we would have in stores where we would go to like the record stores, the Warehouse, Music Plus, Tower Records and stuff. And today we're gonna have in store. You're gonna be signing your CDs and stuff like that. And I was always very embarrassed and humbled. Like, why, dude? People used to tell me, "Hey, man, can I get your autograph?" I always wanted to ask them why.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not supposed to do that.
Of course not.
But I understand how you feel, bro.
You embrace it more if anything. Like, no, yeah, for sure. But like, it's like, you know, like Tomas Cristian, he's actually one of my artists, man. Very talented kid. He'll be with me. You know,
He's smiling over there.
We'll be out anywhere, like the mall, man, restaurants, and like, you know, fans will come up, you know, from kids to women, like grown men, you know, they look like me, they don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, even walking in Santa Monica, like people like noticing me and stuff like that. It's like, I walk up and that's crazy, right? And they'll be like, you know, because I still get like kind of like shocked, like in awe, you know. But you know, you got to play the role walking off, like you're not too excited that it happened, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're like, what the, like, I just don't get it, man. Like it's like, because people will talk to me and they'll be like, they're surprised that, because security's pretty heavy, like, you know, like, because they like to chime in because they always want to know what the conversation is in case something's said right on the spot. They know what's going on, but. Man, I like meeting people, like I like all the time, but it's kind of like, it is kind of weird.
Yeah, it trips you out when you like, okay, when we take calls, we'll get calls like from Denver, we'll get calls, I've gotten calls from Kansas City, from New York, from Miami, from the Bay Area, and sometimes just running this podcast out of my neighborhood, I wonder, how in the hell did you guys hear about this? But I say that with a humble heart, because I'm thinking like, you guys are actually listening.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, man, it's like you wish you could see like you hear the story sometimes, but like, well, such and such sent me this link, or man, my brother, man, sent me this link, or like my friend showed me this song, or whatever, you know. So it's one of those things.
That's dope, man. Now let me ask you this: before we get into the calls, is there anything I didn't ask you? Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to push? Yes. Go for it.
LouieThesingerTour.com. Is that crazy? Like I'm on a website too, man. I remember when I was on CrimeStoppers.com. This is crazy. Not for real. So like LouieThesingerTour.com, man. I've got my own official tour. We had some dates at the beginning of the year, and they were just testing the water, man. And now here we are with full fledged, you know, doing hard ticket events, you know, like venues, hard ticket venues. Like it's just one of those things. Like I'm excited about the tour, but also music. So don't get it twisted. The tour's there, but Paul Wall, the Chris record, I got a record with Chris Perez that's going to be coming out. Music video, mind you, you know, that video is going to be one of my biggest tests to shoot. But I promise you, if I nail it, it's going to be good. Paul Wall record, I filmed that one. That's that's got some comedy to it. But yes, Louie the Singer Tour, don't hold that off. But yeah, the music's coming for sure. But LouieThesingerTour.com, different dates from West Coast, East Coast.
Can we just expect singles, album this year?
That's why I was saying, like, just wait for the music too, because there might be a couple singles, and then bam, right at the end of the year, you might get an album, or might get an EP, you might get a feature with a major artist. You don't know. You know, so there's just a lot of things. There's just a lot of things right now, man, that I'm really blessed to be a part of. But the truth is nothing's happening until it's happened. You know, so it's like, man, I'm not one of those guys that likes to speak on anything any ways that ain't happened yet. But just know the music's coming. Oh, the music's in the vault too. I mean, I got records for days. At least 30, 40 records in there now. Yeah,
that's dope. Do you have any LA spot dates right now, or anywhere close by?
I'm actually doing Greek Theater. I'm opening up for George Lopez on Chris Perez's set. I'll actually be doing Oxnard as well, Fresno, San Francisco, and we might pull the plug and do 5 more dates in California. So we'll be out here for the rest of the year quite a bit. Oxnard, we got Oxnard as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told Smooth to invite me to one of them. I never been to a country.
This is a little different. Let me be honest with you. This one, my show ain't your traditional country show. It's a little hype. It's fun. You know, we have a good time.
Is it like make some noise?
I mean, imagine a hip hop show mixed with an R&B show, mixed with a country show, mixed with a Mexicano, like a banda show. You know, they be drinking in between, talking. You know, it's one of those because I do the meet and greets. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get to meet the fans in between or before the show, but I like to, like, I'll be talking like right there on stage. I'll be like, where y'all from? You know what I'm saying? Because it's still crowds of like 300, 400 people to where I won't be able to hear all the way, but I'll chop it up and I can give them a story about this. Like, it's just fun stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then it'll be like, you know, they might say something and I'll be like, what you know about that? They'll be like, oh, I grew up. I'll be like, oh yeah, walk by every night. Finish it. Okay. Oh, she does. Okay, watch out. You know, just fun shit, man. I like having fun with the crowd.
That's dope. Hey, is Kenny Rogers, is he country?
Man, I don't judge nobody.
Oh, okay.
I don't judge nobody. No, Yeah, I mean, I would. Why not?
What Dolly Parton is, huh?
Yeah, of course. Dolly's one of the queens.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, Dolly Parton is one of the queens for sure.
Well, who's that guy that sings like he has a barbecue stain on his white T-shirt?
Got a barbecue stain on my white T-shirt. Nah, she was killing me in that mini skirt.
Who's that?
I don't even remember. Who was it? Is it Tim McGraw? Is it Kenny Rogers?
Ain't no damn Kenny Rogers.
That's crazy. Tim McGraw? Yeah, Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw. That's the only song I can remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Like so like the 90s songs we grew up on was like Garth. I was a big Garth Brooks fan growing up.
What about Little Nas X? Is he country?
No, that is not. That one I can answer faithfully. No, he is not country.
Okay, I'm just asking because he looked country. Well, at least he thought he did.
I mean, you got a lot of guys claiming they're gang members too. So.
And wearing skinny Ben Davis. Yeah,
right, you know. You ain't running from no cops with pants them tight. Yeah. Not where I'm from.
No, they run from the cops and their Skechers light up.
Their Skechers light up.
Hey,
got Velcro.
give me my michelada, por favor. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna bring you another beer. Is that cool?
Yeah, well, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
A ver, let me get my cup out real quick. All right. Norbert, can you go ahead and put the number up? Let me go ahead and Roadcaster. It's up. Okay, it's up.
Oh, they're gonna call in right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you have an extra pair of headphones in case any of them want to listen, bro. So if not, whatever.
That's fine. Oh yeah, nobody can hear unless they.
Okay, let me see. Is the number up? Okay. Okay, everybody, go ahead and call in. Okay, here we go. We got one call right now. Okay, caller, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna have to call back right now because I hung up on you by accident. So call back. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Turn me up, bro. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
How you doing, Jay? How you doing, Tony? It's Jay from City of Fontana.
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? You got a question for Louie Thesinger?
Yes, I do. I just wanna look from Southern California. I just wanna let him know I'm a big country. I'm a big country. I love
hell
country
yeah
music to the fullest, and it's crazy. I appreciate 28 brought you in because like finally like. I go to country shows and everything, and there's a lot of Hispanic people on country concerts, right? But now, Louie Thesinger, we have somebody now that's doing the same thing that I love listening to, and now he's making songs that I can relate to for my own people. And that's a great thing, Louie. You know, I give you so much credit, and it's crazy that you're on the show right now because 2 weeks ago you have a song called "The Southern Ways," right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that song popped up 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, who's this? So that's how I kind of started knowing who you were just 2 weeks ago, bro. And I think it just be me or something like that. So like, okay, like, you know, I never heard of you before. And then you're on Tony A Roadium, which I'm a big fan of Tony A.
Wow. Now I'm blessed to be here, man. Thank you for real. Damn.
Nah, but you know, I'm just glad we finally got one, bro. I don't even care if you were from Virginia or Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know?
He said, "I don't care. I'm just glad we got one."
Exactly.
Yeah, and I go to the credit union, the Orange County, and you know, hopefully, I know you announced some dates, but bro, I'm listening to your music, bro, and I was listening to your conversation with 28. A year from now, 6 months from now, man, I just hope you blow up like any other country artist. And skin color doesn't matter. And skin color doesn't matter in the country world because our own people love country. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I don't really have a question, but
bro. Hey, I appreciate the support, bro. Like real talk on my end, bro. Like, man, I'm just a regular dude like you, bro. Real talk. I just happen to sing, you know. So, man, like this. Trust me, this phone call means a lot more to me than it does to you, probably.
All right, carnal. Muchas gracias, bro.
I hope you come with. Yeah, no, thank you so much. I hope you come with more dates to tour in California sooner than later. You know what I mean? You're gonna get there. I know it. You got a good personality and character, and I thank you for taking my call. You too, Tony.
All right, my brother. Muchas gracias. Stay blessed, homie.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's keep it pushing. Who's gonna be the next caller? We had a couple of missed calls, so you can call right now, and I don't want to hear later. I tried calling, I couldn't get in. You call in right now and ask Louie anything you want. Okay. Here we go. Call your name and where you calling from.
You've got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Keep going, man.
What's up? What's up, Louie Thesinger?
What's up, big dog?
You know what I mean? Cut the spirit in me there.
Yes.
Now, Louie Thesinger, great interview, great life story. The way you put, your ups and downs into your music, that's a great composemanship as far as a writer is concerned. Now, with all due respect, y sin ofensa, during the interview, you mentioned that you ran across a couple of sucias in your life. That's right, baby. Hold on, I'm talking to Roadium. I'm on the phone to Roadium Radio. Hold on. Now, so what's going on here is, I wanted to know, I don't know my life, but more about casada, and I'm trying to get notes on how I can make.
That's a bad connection, bro.
Cut out.
Yo, you still there?
Oh, he probably walked off from the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. 1, 2.
All right, here we go.
Okay, go.
Here we go. Pac-Man is so nasty, she had to cut the strings off her tampons because the crabs kept on bungee jumping. Caesar from Paris, and I'm out.
All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead, Caesar from Paris. Muchas gracias. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's go. He walked away from Wi-Fi. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name's Nikki. I'm calling from Paradise, California.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. You got a question for Louie Thesinger?
I do, Louie. We're going to your San Francisco show. What do you got for us?
What show you going to?
San Francisco.
San Fran, man. What I got for y'all, man? I got all kinds of stuff. We're gonna do. As a matter of fact, what song are you most excited to hear?
I like that. I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn. I got you. We're gonna do it. I want honestly, like with these shows. I mean, what do y'all recommend? Y'all want to know? Y'all want to pick the songs?
Actually, yeah, we could pick the
Actually,
songs,
yeah. That's what's up. No, I'm excited. Are you gonna get to go to the meet and greet?
We are going to go to the meet and greet.
Bam.
It's my friend, myself, I have a friend named Maria. We really love you. We were actually going to go to your birthday party.
Oh,
but
shit.
we were busy. My friend Maria's grandma passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we weren't able to go. But we have a balloon business where we live. And we do events and stuff. And we were just thinking of you and if you needed any help.
Well, yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. Man, I can't wait to see y'all in San Fran. San Fran's going to be new for me, man. That's exciting. I love you so much,
Can you say
Mama.
hi to my friend Maria for me?
Yes. What's the name, Maria?
Yes.
Maria, what up?
Maria. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you, Louie.
Love y'all too, Mama.
Adios.
Stay blessed. Okay, let's keep it pushing, you guys. And let's see. Who's going to be next? Who's going to call in and talk to Louie Thesinger? Caller, your name. And where are you calling from? Turn on your TV, brother. They hung up. Okay, and actually that call was from Houston.
H-Time.
Yeah, so let's see. Who's going to call next? Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Bethany from Pennsylvania.
Bethany from
Pennsylvania. What's up, Mama?
Hey.
What show are
Just
you
wanted
coming
show
to next?
From Pennsylvania.
Are you coming
New
to
York?
New York. You coming to the New York show? Yes. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, baby love.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you didn't have a question, or you just wanted to call in and say hello?
No, I just wanted to call and say hello and just showing love from Pennsylvania.
Thank you
before
so
I head
much.
to bed.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you have a blessed night now.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's go to the next one. Let's see who's going to be the next caller. Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Jimmy from Eastville, California.
What's good, my brother? How you doing? You got a question for Louie?
Yeah, man. I just want to say I'm a big fan. Was introduced to country from my wife, country music. I grew up listening to rap and just coming off of Stagecoach and watching some of the performances like that. Just seeing that Louie's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Just big for our people.
Man,
And honestly, I think he's going to cross over in a whole big way, man. I just want to give a shout out.
Hell yeah.
Man, thank you so much, bro. Hey, I appreciate the love. Real talk, man.
Man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man.
Gracias, bro.
Good luck in the future. Knock
Yes,
it
sir.
out.
Thank you. There's an extra shot glass. If anybody wants an extra shot glass there, it's up to you guys. Okay. Norbert, can you hand it, please? Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Edinburgh, Jessica.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Jessica?
Jessica, yes.
No, I'm saying, what were you calling from?
From Texas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Texas.
Okay. What's up, mama? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just came upon you today on Facebook, and I was amazed.
Okay, baby. Thank you so much.
Now, question. Will you relocate or will you forever be in Texas?
I think I'll stay in Texas. I was asked this question if I would actually move with everything going on. I don't mind being able to commute, but to be honest with you, I'm a Texas boy. I think I'm going to have to stay. I'm going to stay home. I am.
Awesome. Texas girl right here forever.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, baby. Hey, here it goes. Salud.
I said, thank you. Yes. Thank you. Have a blessed one. I just sip on mine, bro. Honestly, I stopped taking shots. I just sip them.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
¿Tiene limón?
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony A?
What's good, my brother?
Motherfucking, hey, I want to stay anonymous, dog, but I'm calling from Kentucky, homeboy.
All good. All good.
I'm calling from Central Kentucky, the Bluegrass.
Central Kentucky.
I want to tell the homie from Texas that over here in Kentucky is the real South. And I want to tell him that there's no Mexicans out here that listen to fucking country, dog. And that's because most of the Mexicans out here, they're not generational Mexicans. They're fucking paisanos from across the border, you know? Right. Another thing is, I know Texas is deep, you know, with the roots and all that stuff. But out here, I ain't never seen no Mexican listen to no country, dog. They listen to straight fucking either Ramon Ayala, Los Tigres del Norte, and all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Another thing is, have you guys heard that song, Welcome to My House? Have you, hey, Louie, what's up, my boy?
What's up, my boy? You talking about Flow Rider?
Have you heard that song, Welcome to My House by New Breed? It's a country kind of rap. Like, you know, like these white boys, you know, doing kind of like, but they're country, bro. Like these motherfuckers. Have you heard that song?
Not that one, but
Welcome to My House.
I know the style of music you're talking about for sure.
All right, well, these fools are like, you know, like the Confederate flag kind of dudes, you know?
Yeah.
They have this song fucking called Welcome to My House. The group is called I think it's like two dudes or one of them. I'm not sure, but they're called New Breed. Mm-hmm. They made that song, bro, and I listened to that shit, and that shit made me feel gringo as fuck, bro. Just listening to it. Hey, just listening to it. Like they're talking about like, I mean, if you listen to it, they're talking to you like, they're talking to you like, they're like, hey, if you're not from this country, like, we're here to fucking defend this motherfucker. You know, like talking to, like if you're listening, like from our perspective, like they're talking to us, you know?
Yeah, man.
And if you go and listen to their kind of music, bro, like they're on some gangster shit. And I had never heard of that. Like, I have heard country music, but like it's all like that lovey-dovey melodic shit.
Right.
But when I heard these motherfuckers, I was like, what the fuck? Like these fools are on some outlaw fucking gangster fucking. I can't even put it in words. You know, just different, bro.
They call it red dirt country. It's called Red Dirt Country. Like
all right. Well, yeah, I guess you can say because out here, and then hey, I want to say another thing. I'm from California, dog. I'm from Central California. When I moved out here, I had a different perspective about these people, you know.
Right.
And I'm gonna say it like that because that's really what I thought, you know.
That's true.
But when I came out here, bro, like I started working in construction, like in these I started working with the union and stuff, and I started to meet like real rednecks, like redneck motherfuckers, like from the Appalachians.
Right.
And hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing, dog. These fools are like some of the fucking coolest motherfuckers I have ever met, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All good color.
They're just like us, bro. They're just like us.
Bro,
they're just like us.
And you know what's crazy?
Like,
a lot of those guys.
They'll open the door to your house, bring you in. They'll feed you and they'll treat you like your family, bro.
Yeah, come with me. And just like us, bro. Like I've learned that, like those guys. So a lot of those guys, they're not accepted in the country world. Like the there's a couple of artists, but not to name, but it's similar to like my situation. They're not accepted in the country world. Ironically, they're the same color, so I don't know what their problem is. But
yeah, exactly.
I know what mine is, you know. But
hey, I want to say one thing, and I know are we live right now? We're live, right?
We're live right now, Big Dog. Go ahead.
We're live.
The best. The best apple pie moonshine I have ever had, and that's, I mean, I gotta say, this is the first time I've ever had it, is in fucking the Bluegrass, Kentucky, and I don't know where it comes from. I guess it comes from the fucking mountains, but the best fucking moonshine I have ever had, bro, is out here in Kentucky.
All good color, bro.
Deep fucking south. Man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Carnal. Appreciate you.
I want to give a shout out. Hey, I want to give a shout out to all the homies in the south side, the blue side. And I want to give a big ass shout out to anybody in Texas that fucking reps for the Mexicanos, because everybody else out in Texas, I heard that them motherfuckers, they against us. But even the brown ones, like, parecen cubanos.
All good, bro. Thank you, man. Have a blessed night, homie.
Gracias,
okay.
All
right, let's go to the next caller. Let's see. Maybe it's a college thing, Texas and Arkansas or something, or Kentucky. What do you say? Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Mona. I'm calling from Colorado.
Hey, how you doing?
Colorado.
Good. Yeah, I'm excited to see you again in Denver. I just wanted to show some love.
Oh, thank you so much, baby love. Thank you so much. Mona, oh, thank you, Mona. Yeah, Mona's one of my biggest supporters. Real talk. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
You want a refill?
Mona. Huh?
You want a refill? You're
Not
good.
yet. I'll take a Corona, though.
Okay. Norbert, please. Okay.
Yeah, but I just wanted to show
you.
some love, say that I'm ready to see you again, and I hope you have a fun, safe trip in Cali.
Oh, thank you so much, baby. Thank you.
Yes. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Mona. Wow, that's dope.
Okay.
And it's cool when I recognize them.
Yes. It's dope. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Virginia from Santa Monica.
How you doing?
Hi.
What's up, Virginia from Santa Monica?
Dude, you were in Santa Monica today? I literally walked around trying to find you. Because I was there. Because I'm from Santa Monica, and I took my girls to the park, which is like right by, and I saw your picture, and I was like, he's here. I'm going to go find him.
You almost caught me.
My girls were tired. They were like, Mom.
Y'all were looking.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Stay here. I'll be back.
I'm sorry. That's so beautiful, though. Thank you so much.
But it's like I went to your birthday party. I was like, dude, I've been like, my husband's like, you're obsessed. I'm like, yes, I am. It's okay though.
Oh, thank you so much. Did you have a good time at the birthday party?
I did. I was all excited. My husband was like, "This is like a kickback." I'm like, "Yeah." What were you expecting? Of course it's real.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, it is. He was kind of like looking around, and he's like, I was expecting more of a, I don't know. And I'm like, no, he's really like.
Yeah, I just wanted it. That was my
cool
thing.
That you were just like hanging out with us.
Yeah, that was
and,
my
like,
thing.
It wasn't like a big like.
Yeah, I feel like the shows are like that, you know, like a lot of because of the safety. And I feel like, and I understand that even like management has had to deal with people that were mad that I left meet and greets early because my safety. But I'm cool, you know, it's just, I do my job, I sing, and theirs is to protect me. So I can't tell them how to do theirs. But I was I did the party for that reason, because I wanted to get to know everybody and just hang out. Just, you know, it's my birthday. I didn't want to just be in work mode. I wanted to just meet everybody.
No, yeah, I'm telling you, I drove. It was like the longest car ride, but I was like, I'm going to his party.
Wow,
and we're gonna have fun.
How far did y'all drive?
I bought Oxnard tickets, and I was like, we're gonna go to Oxnard.
Oh, bet. Oh, you're coming to the Oxnard show. Thank you so much. Yes.
That's
Oh
dope.
yeah, I'm making my drive. So I'm trying to convince them to let's go to Fresno. I was like, I can do 3 hours. We can drive for 3 hours. We'll be
That would be
good.
dope.
This is so surreal.
We'll
to be
get
like,
grandma
this
to
is in my
visit.
headphones.
To babysit.
I'm sorry, baby. Say that one more time.
I told my mom, I was like, you can babysit your grandkids. I'm gonna go to Fresno. I'll be back.
That's dope. Leave them kids at home,
You-
right? Hey,
and
we
then
need to
she's
do
like,
all
"You're
of
gonna go see
age
your
events.
family."
And she
I'm
said,
like,
leave them
"Yes,
kids
I
at
am."
home. Yeah, girl. I appreciate it so
Oh,
much.
yes, of
Thank you
course.
so much.
I told the girls joking. I'm like, that's your baby dad. I mean, that's your stepdaddy.
Oh.
And they laugh. They're like, we're gonna tell dad. I'm like, your dad already knows.
Oh.
It's okay.
Man, that's crazy. Thank you so
You
much.
know what? My husband. It was like my husband's very cool with it because he's like, you and tattoos. I was like, yes, men with tattoos. It's just something about men and tattoos.
Men and tattoos.
Oh man, damn. And you know it's funny. I woke up one day and I was just like, damn, I really did this. Huh? I really did this. Yeah.
But you know what's funny though? I was on Instagram. You popped up on my feed about, I would say maybe 4 months ago, and with that "Come and Take It" song, and I fucking fell in love.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I was hooked ever since.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I Googled, and I was like, he's coming for his birthday. I'm like, we are doing this.
Oh wow. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, man, how far was the drive to the birthday party? About an hour?
2 hours, because it was like during rush hour. And we're not rush hour, but there was a lot of traffic.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. Nice. Yeah. I had
It
a
was
party
quicker
eventually.
going home,
Thank you so much, man. That's so dope, man. Thank you. It was so much.
but it was like an awkward Uber ride.
Oh,
Because
good.
I was high, I was kind of drunk, and I was like, let's just.
She said I was high and I was kind of drunk. Wow.
The honesty in 4 words was
Hell
just
yeah, that's dope. I like
there.
that.
Hey, baby, thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you.
answering.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, stay blessed. She said I was high and I was kind of drunk. She was crossfaded. I like that.
Man, that sounded like a good time, didn't it? So
Call her your name and where are you calling from? Hello, caller?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I said call her your name and where are you calling from?
I just want to drink. I just want to smoke. I just want to blow my radio till the cops come back. Huh? Hey, you're a big inspiration, man. Steve from Real Hondo, Texas, man. Hopefully one day you come back down. I'll make it to your show, man.
Man, gracias,
I bump you every day, Walmart overnight.
Hey.
Man, they hate it, but they're going to love it soon.
I just want to drink. I just want to smoke. I just want to blow my radio till the cops come knocking to tell me turn it down. Let's go.
Turn it down.
Let's
Hey,
go.
that's what's up.
Cruising
I can
through the
relate,
east
man. I
side
can
of
relate, man.
Wilmington.
Hey. Remix. G mix. Hey. Hey, gracias, bro. Thank you so much, man.
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. You're one of a kind, man. And we're going to see a lot of big things, man.
Man, God willing. Thank you.
Hey. But one day you make it back down to the valley, I'll be there, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All good. He was from McAllen, Texas.
McAllen, Texas. I just performed out there.
Oh, that's probably what
That's
he was
why
referring
like,
to. Yeah.
I just missed it. That was my last show.
Here we
last
go.
night.
Call her your name or where you... they hung up. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Call her your name or where are you calling from? Fuck, that was Kilrow, Texas. Call her your name or where are you calling from?
Hello, Tony. What's up, Louie?
You made it. You made it.
There's Brad Pitbull calling from Wakanda. But hey, Louie, I want to ask you if you know the song by George Strait called "All My Exes Live in Texas."
All my exes live in Texas. Yes, I do.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Because with that Kentucky fool calling earlier about Latinos don't listen to whatever to country music, it was actually a black chick from Colton that taught me. She came over to the hood and and I'm Mexican, and she showed me Leanne Rimes, and George Strait, and
There you go.
Damn.
That's proof right there.
So there are fans, you know.
That's proof right there.
But I'm going to give you a fun fact. Did you know that I Fools dedicate that song of All Maxes Live to Texas Fools? That's the #1 hit. But I'll be checking out your catalog of music, and thank you, Tony, and Roadium Radio for having them on the show.
Hey, thank you for the support, bro. Gracias.
No, awesome, man. Looking forward to see. Oh, and just a quick question. Hey, what song is good to get drunk with you know, at a bar with one of your songs? If there's a song that gets in the feels?
Oh, in your feels, man, quite a bit. I do it anyway.
Like
Alcoholic, for sure.
You have a song called Alcoholic?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Is that one like to listen to while you're alone at a bar or with the hyena?
Man, hey, both, because she'll probably feel bad for you. Hey, gracias, bro.
All right, Louie. Hey, thank you.
All right, my brother. Stay blessed, homie.
Bye.
Okay, let's go. Because, see, the bad thing is sometimes when some guys get drunk, they just want to cry and pour out their fucking problems.
I wrote a song like that. I do it anyway song. I told him starts off, I'm trying to drink a beer while drinking beer is on the jukebox. It's a song.
Oh, shit.
I got kicked out of a bar for crying too much.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
My name's Lori.
Yes, how you doing? And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ohio.
How you doing? You got a question for Louie?
No, I just want to say I started listening to him last year, and I found him on TikTok, and I was so excited because I have a Mexican background, and my grandpa, he's no longer with us, but he had his own little mariachi band and everything.
Yeah, that's tight. Yep. Hello.
Did you have a question?
Hello.
Yes, we're here.
My question is he going to come to Ohio because that's where I'm from?
So we've been trying.
Close to there.
So what's the closest date we got to Ohio? Illinois. Probably by like Chicago, but no. To be honest with you, we're trying to get out to Ohio. Like it's definitely on the roster because a lot of people are asking. Yeah.
Can we say that Smooth? Can we say possibly this year, Ohio? You say yes.
I would say don't say no. Don't hold it against us if it does happen. If it don't happen, don't hold us against us. Because
okay.
What venues are around there?
What venues you got in Ohio? What venues would?
Cleveland is closer to me because where I live is called a town. It's called Lorraine and Elyria. So Cleveland is like maybe 40 minutes from me.
Oh, dope.
How far are you from Columbus?
I've never been to a concert before, so I want him to be my very first concert.
Oh, wow.
I'm 52 years old.
That's dope. I can't wait till you come.
So I keep telling my kids, now your mom has never been to a concert, guys, so I want you guys to take me because I really love this kid. He reminds me of my one son. I'm like, I need to go see him.
Awesome.
Because his songs are so catchy, and I am so proud of him.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.
And he's such a cute little boy. To me, he's little because I'm 52, but I'm like, man, only if I was like 20 years younger, I'd be at every concert.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
But I watch him on TikTok every time he goes on. My name is Lori Shoot on TikTok, but I watch him all the time and try to get his likes up. And, I'm not really computer savvy, but I just really love him.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Ohio in the building.
Yes.
How far are you from Columbus?
Ohio in the house?
Yes. Hold on. We have a question for you. Go ahead, Smooth.
How far are you from Columbus, Ohio?
Like 3 hours, honey.
Oh.
Okay, just checking.
But I think but it's just 3 hours there and 3 hours back, and if it's a late concert, that's a long time back.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, but
hopefully Cleveland.
I'm just so excited about. Huh?
Hopefully Cleveland's gonna happen.
Yeah, Cleveland would be good. Or I think there's another place kind of close to called Akron. It's called a Blossom, and they can have it like outside, like a little venue outside.
Okay. Nice. Huh.
Like they on the lawn. I don't know, but yeah, I don't care. I guess if it's a little close and I know in advance, my son said they would take me.
Oh, nice. Oh,
awesome.
Oh, that's good to know.
Hell yeah.
Hey, well, thank you, and big shout out to your son. Man, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, and I know you're going to do great things, he is, because I have a feeling.
Yes, me too.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.
You too, Mom.
Stay blessed. I like you said, don't hold it against us. That ought to be a song. Don't hold it against us.
It's gotta. I feel like you're right. Hold on, like there's something in it. Don't hold it against us or me.
We got a call. Hold on.
I got something to hold on you.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, Tony? This is Big John from Houston with Texas Clothing. First of all, I want to say shout out to you, Tony.
Thank you, my brother.
Man, you've been putting a lot of Texas in there on your show, man, and I'm a big fan of you since
Thank you,
know, from the '90s. You know, I'm an old head, and I've been keeping up with you from all the tapes and stuff like that. And you know, I just want to send a shout out to Louie Thesinger, man. We'll see you at Warehouse Live here in Houston whenever you come in August, brother.
Man, thank you.
Keep doing your thing, brother. You know what I mean? And man, I just called because man, my goddaughter, she's a real big fan of yours, man, and we're big supporters of you, brother.
Thank you so much, man. What's her name?
Nayla.
Nayla, man, big shout out to Nayla, man. Gracias, mama. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, bro, thank you so much for real too. Man, H-Town in the house, man. I fuck with Houston.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother. Gotta keep it up, man. And much love and respect, man. And don't stop, brother. Keep going.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Stay blessed on me.
Thank you so much.
But God bless. Later.
Okay, let's keep it going. We're gonna take 2 more phone calls. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm here for it.
Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from? Caller. Turn on your TV, bro. Yo, caller, I'm about to hang up in about 3 seconds. You there?
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your name and where are you calling from?
Sheila, I'm calling from Palmdale, California.
How you doing, Sheila? You got a question for Louie Thesinger?
I do. Actually, I can't believe I'm on the phone with him. I wanted to just send my love. I'm excited to see you in Oxnard and LA. I got tickets for both.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I don't know
glad
who's
you
going
did.
with me, but I have... I'm sorry?
I'm glad you did because in LA, I was just telling my manager, like, I know I'm doing a couple of songs, like 3 or 4 songs, with Chris, but I don't want none of the fans to go expect I'm doing an hour show, and I feel bad. But I'm glad you got tickets to both because I'm going to make sure when you come to Oxnard, you're going to get one hell of a show. That's what's up.
I wanted to ask you, because I already got my tickets, but can I add a meet and greet? Because I didn't do that when I purchased the ticket.
That will be a Lorenzo question because if it's ever bad, it falls back on him.
It falls back on him, yeah. Lorenzo's his manager. Lorenzo, can you get on the mic? And
Here he comes.
I'm here. So what city did you purchase tickets for?
For Oxnard.
For Oxnard, yes.
Well, I got tickets for Oxnard and LA, but I wanted to see about the meet and greet for Oxnard.
Okay, so what we can do is I somehow or another just email me or message me and we can arrange that.
Okay.
So the answer is yes.
Where can she find you, brother? Where can she find you? Let's put it on the live chat. I don't know if she's on.
Yeah, the live chat. Just put @SmoothVega and we will arrange that. @SmoothVega, whether that's on Facebook or on Instagram, and we can arrange that for you.
Okay, thank you.
@SmoothVega.
And Louie, I don't know, you might know me or recognize me from TikTok because I'm one of your fans. My TikTok is Your Mom Here.
Your mom? Oh, yes. Oh, Your Mom Here. One of the ones I laugh at all the time, right? I'm like, Your Mom Here. Interesting.
I laugh.
Okay.
My kid set that up for me.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Now you get to tune in all the time. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, I can't believe I'm on the phone with you. My girls are right here laughing at me.
Aw, man, I appreciate it. I can't wait till y'all come to the shows. It's going to be so fun.
Yes, I'm excited.
Thank you, baby love.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a
Take
blessed
care.
night.
Have a safe trip home.
You too, Mama. Thank you.
Don't hold it against us. Hey, if you have to, I gotta get some royalties on that song. That's what I'm going.
That's crazy.
Call her your name and where are you calling from? Hell yeah, bro. You're a faithful. You a day one, homie. What's good, my brother? You got a question for Louie Thesinger?
Yeah, hey, what's up to all you fools and shit? What's up to Mr. Country Singer over here?
What's up, big dog?
I say that with the utmost respect, but I'm not counting and shit, dog.
No,
Pero,
no.
my question was, you said you used to listen to like boy bands in your younger days.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, well, check this out, fool, because my circumstances are different, but when I was around like 10, 11, 12 years old and shit, man, just trying to find my place in society and shit, man, I started listening to a lot of that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking rap took over from then on out and shit, but
hell yeah.
My question to you is like, are there still like any like musical influences and shit that you got from that?
Oh man, well, that's a good question, homeboy. Yeah, homie, man. I want to say honestly, yeah. I don't know, because the writing style of this era and that era is definitely different. But I would say, yeah, man, the melodies, I don't know. I would say for sure, just maybe that's what brought out the performer in me, because back in those days, those guys perform, choreography, the whole todo, you know what I'm saying? And like they gave a show, maybe that's what bleeds into my music. And, even their music videos, back NSYNC had like the no strings attached. Like I remember watching those videos and being like, why are not these other videos? I get it. Cool. We're standing in front of a camera singing, but why are they not creative? Why are they not being, artists? And, maybe that was a manager, like that was a label behind them doing that. It's not with me, but I think that influenced me. That was a good question.
Yeah, bro. I wish you much success. I'll definitely check out your catalog, bro, because I'm open to a lot of different genres of music and shit. But
man, thank you.
I want to give thanks to you for getting you on the show, man, because without fucking Roadium Radio, dog, I would have not known about half of the artists that are on here, dog.
Damn. Hey, bitch,
thank you, Cornel.
Man, and people, let me just say that people don't understand, like, because I had already kept up with I had already known. But long story short, let me just say, man, I'm more than thankful to be here because, like, like I already know you don't just, do this for everybody. So
thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cornel.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, homie.
You guys, gracias.
You too, bro. Thank you.
Okay, let's keep it pushing since you're not here every day. So
yeah, let's do it. I'm in Texas all the time. On a horse.
Here we go. He's on a horse. Call her your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, my name is Jessica. I'm calling from Southwest Kansas.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I don't know so much that I have a question. I just want to give a shout out. I found you on TikTok, actually. Fell in love with the music. Like, it's just a crazy new twist to it. I love it. I'll be showing everybody that shit for real. I caught you in Midland, and I got to do the meet and greet with some homegirls of mine. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted because I was pretty buzzed up by the time I got there. I made a 6-hour trip after working all night just to go see you.
Wow.
But, and I plan on catching you in Denver. My daughter will turn 14. I'm going to take her for her birthday. It's her first actual concert. It's not a Christian concert that she'll go to.
First concert. I'm somebody's first concert, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you. What's your daughter's
It's
name?
going to be for real. Her name is Aubriana. We call her Bree Bree.
Hey, big shout out to Bree Bree. I'm so happy to be your first concert, mom. And I'm so glad, man. Thank you for driving 6 hours to come see me in Midland. That was a fun show. I had a good time in Midland.
That was a fun show. I was fixing to say, too, like when you just commented that it's not your typical country concert. It's not. It's a lot funner, I think. And I also just want to say I love the way you give all the glory to God, what you're doing, what you're representing. I mean, that truly is God's power. And even in your show in Midland, you give that representation. And I really love that. It's one of the things I tell everybody about you. I'm like, man, this man just tells everybody it's not me. It's not me. It's God. And I love that. That's one thing I love the most about you.
That's a beautiful
your song,
thing.
I really don't give a damn. Now, that's my new life anthem. That very last verse. It's my favorite verse.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
You got a song, I Just Don't Give a Damn?
It's called I Really Don't Give a Damn.
Okay, I need to start listening to more country music then, because
really don't give a damn. It's just a little different.
All right.
It says I'm late and they're mad.
Yep.
Hey, I hate to bring it up. He's like, oh yeah, he does that a lot.
They say while they're bumping their mouths about me.
While they bumping their mouths. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
In hip hop world, it's like, I don't give a damn, y'all bumping gums.
Yeah,
So-
like what they. Yeah, exactly. It's just country lingo, I guess you could say.
It's all good.
Hey, thank you
I
so
just
much,
want
baby.
to say one more thing too. So, like, one of the things I also peeped out, because I did catch some of your R&B stuff. I even seen some of your little gangster hood stuff with the rapper. I like the country. You do better. But what attracted me the most to your music is the versatility in your voice. Like that piece of me, I came across that on YouTube. I was actually jamming your shit while I was cleaning one day, and then that one came on, and I was like, "Whoa, hold up! Where did this voice come from? What's going on here?" But it's awesome. I love the way you can go from one level to the next. It's badass, really. Wow, more props to you, and I know you're gonna go do big things.
Man, thank you so much. You're too nice. That's too nice.
Hell yeah!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Appreciate you.
All right. You have a good night.
Yes, you stay blessed. All right, let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's see who's going to call in next. Let's see. Caller, your name or where are you calling from? Fucking hung up.
Gracias.
Don't be doing that shit. Okay. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
All right, let's go. Let's keep it going.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hi.
How you doing?
Yes, I'm calling from Odessa, Texas, and this is Brenda.
What up, Odessa, Texas? Brenda in the house. What's up, baby?
Yeah. I don't have any questions or anything. I've been just listening to your music, and your music has really spoke to me and been helping me a lot through a lot of stuff.
Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's why I do it.
Yeah. I caught you also in Midland, and you were my first concert as well.
What? Oh, that's tight. That's weird because I remember my first concert as a
I know it was my birthday.
What? The Big 21, right?
Pretty lit.
The Big 21. Let's go.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mama. ODZ in the house, 432.
Yeah.
All good.
Thank you, baby.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, that's. I'm not watching.
Oh, okay. Okay, baby. Hey, it's nice meeting you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You stay blessed now.
I love you, Louie. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay blessed.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
Yes. See, I love you, Louie. They need to call you LL.
LL. What was that? LL Club back in the day?
Yeah. Let's go.
Vega.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? It's Jay from Laverne.
What's good, Jake? You got a question for Louie?
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, I've been listening to his music for a little bit, and he's great and everything. But I have Louie. I know you can hear me, but
yeah, what's up, you done?
Is it like, I'm not trying to. The number one country singer right now, everybody's into Morgan, right?
Right.
So is it possible for him? Is it possible for him and you to get together and make a track one day and just?
Man, I'm gonna say, man, and I love this. It's crazy. All I'm gonna say is like this, man. You never know. By the end of this year, Louie Thesinger might have a record with Morgan Wallen. You never know. It's just
damn. I can't wait for that one. That'll be sick.
All I can say is, man, like nothing's happened till it's happened. But,
yeah,
man. I'm gonna say this. Hint is here, bro. And people like Morgan and his people, they know.
They know.
Oh man, that it just made my ear right there, bro.
Hey, but don't hold it to me. But
don't hold it against me.
Don't hold it against me. But, hey, look, he trying to get them publishing credits. And he said, "No, it's like this. Don't hold it against me."
I'm gonna hold it.
He was coaching me through a record without coaching me. He was low key, like I just coached. But no, hey, I appreciate it. Real talk, bro. Like I'm just working, bro. So whatever opportunities approach, man, I would love a big name like that, like a Kane Brown or a Morgan Wallen to attach to the music. Let's keep it real. It's about business. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna go see him next in July in San Diego, and he has Hardy and all them opening up, and I could see you making a record with him and being on tour with him, bro. Whether it's your tour or his, it don't even matter. But I know you could be there up there with him, bro. And you're getting there. You're climbing up. I can see it, bro.
Thank you so much.
You know what I mean? So
hey, well,
continue with that work, bro. Hopefully that.
Thank you. That makes me feel, no, you're good. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like my work is going, just like it's working.
Yeah. It is. And your intros and the music video, they are funny though, man. Continue the comedy, the comedian thing.
Hey, thank
hilarious.
You. That means a lot too. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, have a good night, man. Have
You
a
too,
safe
man.
trip too.
God
Back
bless.
back home.
God bless. Thank you, bro.
You too.
All right, my brother. Stay blessed, homie. Let's go. We're not gonna take too many more, so let's hurry up and push it. Let's go. A lot of you guys been calling. Call right now. Let's go. And if you call in right now, you get a free blow up doll from Norbert. You get to do whatever you want to it.
But here's the kicker: the blow up doll looks like Lorenzo.
Yes, it is. Call your name or where you calling from?
I'm calling from Bay City, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Hey, dirty baby, what's up?
He said dirty baby.
That's what they call it. They're like, you ever heard of that Mexican OT?
Yes.
That's what they say. I'm from the dirty baby.
Actually, he's my cousin.
What?
Holy shit.
Hey.
Yeah, I was
tight.
actually just talking about that the other day. I was like, y'all need to get together.
Oh, you told him?
Me and my husband were talking about it.
Hey, you know what? That's crazy, right? Lorenzo,
No.
what do we... Yeah? Yes or no?
Virgil is his real name, and I think we are working on something right now as we speak.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Smooth
that is
Vega said he was
awesome.
working on getting them here too. So.
Yeah, long story short, me and that Mexican OT got something coming out very
Dope.
soon. So that's exciting.
So something's cooking.
Yeah, something's he from the Dirty Bay. Yeah.
Yes, he is. So I did have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you plan to come to Bay City?
Man, I plan to come wherever management, I was going to say God, but management God puts me because it's that's their decision too, you know. But man, I want to go wherever y'all want me to come, to be honest, you know. And if it was,
I actually went to go see you in McAllen. Me and my husband went for our anniversary.
Hey,
and
oh, wow.
My daughter was so upset because she didn't get to come out there to meet you.
Oh, man.
But another thing, do you plan on doing other concerts where kids are allowed to be?
Yes, I just said that because the other girl was like, I'm leaving the kids at home. I was like, leave them kids at home. Yes, we want to do all age events. And this is the truth because jumping into country, and let me just say this for you, but also for all the fans listening, we're told honky tonk bars and you throw the whatever, fast forward. It didn't hit me how universal the music was. It wasn't just universal between color. It was universal between age.
Yes.
And so, you know what? I don't want to stop those people from coming to my show. You know, my
Yeah,
first
absolutely.
My first concert, I was 11, you know, and I won those tickets. It's a whole long story, but
Houston's all ages.
Houston's all ages. Albuquerque, New Mexico's all ages. Denver's all ages too, right? Denver's all ages. Dallas is all ages. San Antonio's all ages. Austin's all ages. There are some venues that are all ages. I would really just look at, once we post the show, I would look into the venue. It's really on their stipulations for the most part.
Okay, yeah, because we were planning to go to Houston, so that's good to know.
Yeah, and also I want to try and do it to
Yeah,
where the
my
meeting
husband was
greets
so
are.
surprised because I actually bought us tickets. I surprised him with tickets for the meet and greet for our anniversary. We weren't going to do anything till the following weekend, and then I was like, hey, I bought us tickets. We're going.
Man, that's so cool. Thank you.
So-
I'm somebody's anniversary gift. What the hell? That's cool.
That's amazing, bro.
I
That's a
can't even
blessing.
fall in love, and I'm somebody's anniversary
Yes,
gift.
I
How does that work?
I actually
like
got a
that.
hoodie from you as well, and we had you autograph it. And as soon as we got home, my daughter was like, "I'm about to wear it." I was like, "No, you're not. We're hanging it up. It's going put up in the closet. You're not wearing it."
Well, thank you.
But no, she definitely does love you. And then also my 1-year-old, I'll put music on, you know, while I'm cleaning. And as soon as your songs come on, he just automatically jumps up and starts dancing. I mean, and that's any Spanish music, but when he hears your songs, it's like he jumps up real quick, and he just started walking. So now he's walking and dancing to it as well.
Bam, man! Thank y'all so much. Wow, y'all plan on coming to the next to the Houston show, right?
I do, just depending on my work schedule and everything. I'm actually at work right now.
Sounds good.
She's actually at work right now,
but-
bro.
You're at work?
True fan.
I'm at work. I don't get off until 6 in the morning.
Oh wow, on the clock.
6 a.m, police at my door.
Right? She can't.
Yeah,
say-
it's just me here by myself. It's a boring night. It's been like this past couple nights.
Hey,
As
well,
a matter of fact, so it's nice to be able to get on with you. And
Thank you. Well,
as
I'm
well.
glad I got to be a part of this night for you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been calling back to back just to make sure I was able to get on.
Wow, and thank you for sharing me with, that story with me. Like y'all don't understand how far that goes with me. Like there's days I need to wake up
Yeah,
to,
I mean-
you know, and motivate myself, and it's hard. And the truth is things like this do.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy one for us. You know, right now I'm the only one working, so my husband's been at home with the kids, and I mean we've been rocking together, getting it down. But you know, we do plan to try to go out there and go see you out in Houston as well. Definitely,
you so much.
And take the kids.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to y'all coming.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're gonna have one more caller and then we're done.
One more caller. Last caller. Let's see who it is.
Last caller.
This is the luck of the draw.
Yeah, whoever calls next gets a blow up doll, Smooth Vega.
This is like that one vato. Yeah, right.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Caller, your name and where you calling from? You are the last caller.
Brenda from California.
Brenda,
and I'm
from
calling in hopes to win that blow up doll.
Oh hell yeah!
Whoa, that got awkward quick.
Yeah.
Yo,
you could do whatever you want. It'll never talk back.
Yeah. It'll just squeak a lot with the lube in between the joints.
Yeah.
Not speaking out of experience.
Go ahead, Brenda. You're the last caller. Ask Louie anything you want.
Well, I didn't want to ask him anything. I wanted to tell him if he could give my sister Lorena a shout out because she's married with a kid, but she's obsessed with him and she's on his every live and everything, and her husband gets jealous, but she's still.
So who do I shout out?
You know,
who do I shout out? Her or the husband?
I know, Brenda. Brenda,
Why-
is
why
that
you
a good idea?
Hey, right now, I don't know if your sister hates you or loves you right now. For sure, her husband, your brother-in-law's pissed. Like he's like,
she's probably chilling right by her husband watching.
He's like, see, this is why I don't like her. You're always like, why don't you like my sister? Because she does shit like this.
Exactly.
She's on the fucking phone with him. Well, tell her Elena, right?
Her name is Lorena.
Lorena, yeah.
Man, hey, Lorena, shout out to you. Thank you so much for the support.
She even has her son watching you and everything.
Well, tell her thank you. And her husband, I'm sorry. But as a whole, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support, man. I think that's dope. You know, well, I was going to say when the couple support. Not all of them do, but in this situation. But thank you so much.
Shout out to her husband from me.
For sure. Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, just pour it up. I said, he said that. I said, yeah, go ahead.
All good.
Brenda, thank you so much.
Anything else, Brenda?
Thank you, Louie. And no, I just wish you nothing but the best and all the success.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Appreciate you. Have a blessed night.
You guys have a great night.
Thank you.
You as well.
Okay, that was the last caller. We can take these off.
All right.
That was dope. Louie, you know, tonight was like ladies' night. You broke the record. I'm going to tell you right now. I've been doing this for 3 years.
Okay.
We never had this many females call in, bro. So I blame you, okay?
That's fine. No, blame blow up doll over here. Hey, she said it. Y'all heard her. She said, I'm here for the blow up doll.
She emailed me her P.O. box, so we got to, hopefully it fits in the box.
They fit. You're definitely going to have to blow the air out first.
Yes, exactly.
Roll it 6 times.
So, my brother, anything else you want to, like, again, you already promoted your tour. Wait, what was it? Louie Thesinger.
Tour.com.
Okay, once again, everybody, I encourage you to go check out his website, LouieThesingerTour.com, and see when he's going to hit a city near you.
Yes.
And make sure you guys go definitely check him out, support him. It's time for, look, here's the way I always say it is. It's time for Raza to support Raza, because if we don't support each other, who will? So that's all I'm going to say.
Salud to that.
Salud, carnal. So once again, it's time for Raza to support Raza. If we don't support each other, who will? Bam. So other than that, Louie, anything? You know what? Here's my question to you. Before you became Louie the Singer or the country singer, did you have another name? And if not, how did you come up with Louie the Singer? And why Louie the Singer?
2 things. One, it was Louis Evo is what I went by.
Louis Vogue?
Louis Evo. So Evo was love spelled backwards. Back in the day.
I thought you said Vogue, like you were like voguing. So like,
no. So okay. So Lorenzo actually. So watch this. So Lorenzo found me when I was younger, and I used to go by Louie Evo, and I would have told him. He goes, "What do you want your artist name to be?" I said Louie Evo. He goes, "What's that?" I said, "It's love spelled backwards." Long story short, I used to write poetry when I was younger, like 13, 14, and I would always write the word love backwards, like Evo.
Yeah. And
long story short, I would write. I took that in my artist name. And when it wasn't like for sure, and I found like the playing skills era, I went with Louie Thesinger because marketing and where the internet went.
Yeah.
I knew that if Roadium tagged me, right, you didn't have to look me up to know what I did. You said it in my name, Louie Thesinger.
Yeah.
You didn't have to know. Yeah, the one thing, the genre or whatever. But when you saw me Mexicano and saw that I sang, you probably wouldn't click. So it's more of a marketing thing. I came up with the name Louie Thesinger for marketing, like social media. I changed it when I was 22, and then when I did country, I never changed it back. It was just Louie Thesinger.
So Louie Thesinger, like that was the first. Did you ever like
pretty much.
Louie the stripper, Louie the bodybuilder?
It was Louie el cantante.
Yeah.
Nah, it was more like I had different like ideas, but I didn't want it to be nothing that I wasn't, Like my name was Louie, the singer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just different because I don't know, like everybody was like, had some crazy name, I was like, man, just say what the fuck I do, Louie Thesinger. And I'm being funny. We had Tyler the Creator. We had Tyler Creator after that, and then we had Chance the Rapper after that, and they blew up, of course. And I just had the name, and I remember being like, damn, well that sucks. There goes that idea. And there was a couple other guys like Vito the singer, that had the name and stuff, but I was like, it was still different being Mexicano named Louie. Like for one, Louie really not a Mexicano name, it's like an Italian name.
Right.
So then like, but yeah, my mom called me Louie. That's where Louie came from.
That's dope. Yeah. That's a good thing, man. You know what? I truly appreciate all the fans, all the callers that called in, especially all the women. Like, you guys broke the fucking record when it came to women calling in. There was somebody on the live chat that was begging for you to take off your shirt. Now, I'm not going to encourage you, but I would encourage my boy Norbert to take off his shirt. No, and come over here and stand up over here, Norbert, and take off your shirt. Okay, so come over here, Norbert. So, no, I'm only playing. But women were like, Louie, take off your shirt. Louie, take. I'm not going to encourage that, but anyways, other than that, bro, I truly appreciate you being here.
Man, thank you.
I know, homeboy, but I'm going to say this. Smooth called me up, and he really, really, how do I say this? He really bragged about you, but in a good way, bro. Like, because there's people that just say, this guy's fucking dope. You got to check it out. And they're trying to sell something.
Of course.
You know what? Smooth called me up and like straight told me like, bro, this guy, he's going to be next. And I was like, okay, I believe you, and I told you the truth. When he sent me the link, I was like, oh God, but you know what? That intro sold me into wanting to listen to it. So I'm thankful that I listened to it, and I'm thankful that Smooth hit me up with it, because Smooth, one thing I will say about him, brings me no bullshit. And that's why I love that guy. And he can call me every time, and I always pick up on him. I just don't pick up on just anybody. But that guy, when he calls me, I pick up. So I got much love and respect for him, bro. Yeah. And I want to say thank you for being here, carnal. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview you. And I do want to say that when you blow the fuck up, bro, just do me a favor and come back and give us an interview.
Easy. Man, and let me just say this. I've seen the show, like I said earlier. Man, you've interviewed a lot of my friends. Throw that essay, like a lot of.
Yes.
That guy wrote me and took care of me while I was in prison too. Like, gave my kids like gifts while on their birthdays and Christmas. So that, of course, I watched. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, I've talked to him and he always put in a good word and was like, "Yo, man, like this guy." So like, not being funny, but like, I was out of the circle, of the music for a while. Mm-hmm. So to be here, I ain't gonna lie, it's surreal to me. It's very surreal. So I appreciate the opportunity. Real talk, man. I'm in the West Coast, and to get like the hats off to the guys that got it out
Thank
here.
you, Carnal. Hey, much love, much respect, bro.
Hey, thank you.
So
the tequila was good too.
Yeah. Any shout outs you want to give, and then I'll give mine and we're out of here.
Nah, for real though, shout out, my mama, shit, my grandma, my kids, stepdad Heck, man, love you. My brothers. Man, my boy Chris Detroit back home, Tomas Cristian, man, Sean Mecca, Tones Country, Lorenzo, my manager, man, just anybody and everybody's been part of the journey. And one thing I will say this, since this is a good platform to say it, man, if any of y'all feel like, you know, like y'all helped me along the way and that I've ever abandoned y'all and like just moved on, it's not that. I got other people to thank. It's been a long journey. So I love y'all. I appreciate it, man. This is surreal, you know, so shout out to y'all, man. Hey, mama, we here.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to not only to you, but all the callers that called in and showed love to you. To me, that was a blessing that they called in and showed love to you. I want to give a shout out to Smooth Vega. You know what? Ever since we've met, we've connected. And I think it's because we've all been Cowboys fans. That's why.
Let's go.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Can I say something on the mic for
yes,
real
sir.
quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, so not only does 28 always answer the phone, he answers it on the first ring every time. No, but in all honesty, real quick, Tony, you know, one thing that I wanted to make sure that I say on the mic tonight was that, you know, Louie Thesinger is a prime example of an artist that, you know, they always say, you know, most overnight sensations take 15 years. And Louie is a prime example of that. You know, he's reinvented himself, never gave up. This last run, you know, now him going into doing this genre, you know, don't ever get it twisted. As much as I've played a part, as much as Playing Skills played a part, as much as all these guys have played a part in his career, he made himself hot. You know, he reinvented himself, and it was just because he went out there and never stopped trying. And despite all the times that he gave all of us headaches, because trust me, he did. You know, he went out there and he proved himself, and he said he was going to do it, and he did it. And, you know, the dude's a hard worker. I've really, honestly, I've never met anybody with this work ethic, and that's why you're getting the results that you're getting today. He's selling out shows all across the country, and, you know, and it's something very unique, and, you know, it's really exploded, and people are really starting to, you know, find out about his greatness. I mean, look, I remember saying this whenever I think maybe in 2010, I told this to Louie. I said, man, I remember telling my wife, I said, you know, Louie's better than Bruno Mars. And she thought I was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And here we are in 2023, and I was like, prophecy fulfilled, motherfucker. Let's go. Nah, but, you know, all love, bro. Thank you, Tony, for everything.
He said prophecy fulfilled, like we live in the last days.
Right?
Like
he scared me. Like I'm gonna go outside, like it's a red clouds and shit just falling out the sky. He thought, like, what was it, the end of the world movie?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're walking out first.
Yeah. Freaking Nostradamus over here.
Right? This guy here, I usually speak out some shit like the rapture's happening tomorrow. That's what I thought. Like he said, that's why I wore shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
So I could just go. I could just go.
I can't wait to be zapped out of my Converse. Anyways, let's go. Smooth Vega, much love, much respect, and I also want to give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. I want to give a shout out to Norbert, News of Norbies. Make sure you guys check out our last episode. That's where we give you the ghetto news from an unprofessional perspective. Also to my son B-SKANLESS for helping me promote this, and to the Hip Hop Jedi, and to all of our moderators. Magic Girl out of Bakersfield, and Bakersfield has a rich history of country music, and I was hoping she would have called in because she knows country music, but she didn't, so maybe next time. So much love, much respect to everybody, all of our callers, all of our members, everybody on the live chat, everybody who decided not to be on the live chat. Much love, much respect. We'll see you guys here Wednesday with a very special guest. Once again, Louie, I wish you nothing but the best. Muchas gracias. God bless, brother.
Thank you. Love y'all. Appreciate it.
And we out of here. Oh, Alex. Yeah. Super chats. I'm sorry. All Super chats. Go ahead, bro. Despensa. Despensa, mensa.
Okay. Okay, Short Bones dropped $2. They said, Norby, watch Demolition Man. It's a Taco Bell PC movie.
He loves Taco Bell. He says Taco Bell is he's an authentic Mexican meat. Would you say that Taco Bell is authentic?
It's not, but it's good.
Okay, there you go.
It's not authentic Mexican food, but it's good. Said you had me and then you lost it.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, and let me see. Westminster OC became a member, and they've been a member for 2 months now. And they said, Immortal Technique ever coming through, Norbies?
You know what? I'm going to try to make that happen, bro. I'm going to try to make that happen because it's time that we get him on a platform that talks hip-hop with him. So, yeah, let's do this.
Okay, Isaiah Spontaneous Content dropped two $5 each, and they wanted him to lift up his shirt. Okay, and oh man, and
They wanted you to lift up your shirt. If anything, just lift up your sleeves.
He dropped $15. My bad.
See, he's gonna lift up his sleeve. That's it. That's it.
It's 5 and 5.
There you go. There you go. Go ahead, Carnal.
I'm back in prison taking photos.
Yeah, exactly.
On a phone we're not supposed to have.
Enrique Ledesma dropped $4.99. He said, "Do Texas fools prefer ride reverse cowgirl or a sheep with the built-in rubber?"
What the fuck?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
A girl riding reverse cowgirl above a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you can't trick him with reverse psychology, ride him reverse cowgirl. So that's.
Damn, that's a good one. Damn it. Watcha?
You know what? Reverse cowgirl. You know, I'm just throwing gems out there, gems.
He's throwing publishing points out there is what he.
Go ahead.
Okay, and the Hip Hop Jedi, he's been a member for a month.
Yes.
And he dropped a few emotes of Harold. Is it Harold? Okay, yeah, new Harold emotes. And he also gifted one Tony Vision membership. So if you see the Tony Vision membership in the live chat, just click on it and accept it.
Yeah, become a member.
Become a member. Check it out. Check out everything we got going on. And that's about it, bro.
All good. So you know what? We out of here. Wednesday we got another special guest. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. I'm not gonna say who's the special guest until you guys see the flyer on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we got news for Norbies, and then on Friday we got my paranormal podcast, Freaky Tales, for all you freaky guys, freaky gals that still want to hear all the paranormal shit. We're gonna do Freaky Tales on Friday. Okay, I give you my word. Somebody called me out, Tony, you're a fucking liar. You promised.
Boom.